kọrọ ogere lacha Chukwu okike abịa ma onye jiri mmiri siri ike kwa aja were aja siri ike kwa mmadụ asị m na taata bụ ụbọchị eke n'ala Igbo asị m na eke ga-eketara Nnamdi Kanu ndụ eke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-eketara ya ndụ oke ga-eketara ya Biafra oke ga-eketara ya nwere onwe oke ga-ekegburu ya ndị iro kegburu ya ajọ mmadụ na ajọ mmụọ asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ekwensu ga-anọ n'ụra ndị ilo ya ga-anọ n'ụla ọ kwara ekwe osu asị m gịnị bụ ekwensu asị m na mbọsị ọ ga-apụta ya bụ ndị iro ga-anọ n'ụra ọha bụ ndị ọha ma bụ ekwensu asị m na ha ncha ga-anọ n'ụra na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta n'ike na ebube asị m na ọnụ kwụrụ njọ n'isi ya ga-atụgharịkwọ mma asị m ọbịara igbu Nnamdi Kanu bụ onwe ya onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị adị ndụ onye a ga-eji anasịrị mmiri onye si na Nnamdi Kanu agaghị apụta onye a ga-eji anasịrị mmiri ọnụ niile kọrọ ogiri ọnụ ga-akọrọ ogiri lacha osisi abụla oturu ga-emeche wee kwere onye si na Nnamdi Kanu ga-apụta asị m na ọnụ ahụ iji wee kwuo ya na ike ejikwa ya wee kwugharịa mma n'isi ya asị m na ebe onye ahụ na-atụ maazị Nnamdi Kanu aka asị m aka gị ga-akpọnwụ osisi ahụ fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu wee tọọ mkpọ asị m ikuku futuo gị anya ọbụla fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu kwawa akwa alịla asị m alịla akọ ya n'anya onye fọrọ Nnamdi Kanu cheta ihe gburu nwa ya ihe gburu nwa ya gbuo ya maka na ọ bụrụ ya gburu nwa gị Chukwu okike abịa ma asị m na belede nyiri dike belede ka ọ ji amawa dike asị m na okirikiri ka a na-agba ukwu ose ọ dadị ukwu ose enu na okirikiri ka ndị iro ga-agba Nnamdi Kanu mana ha ama mkpata ya aka ọ sị na nkirikiri ka ọ na-ekiri odido jiri odido enyi ozu na ọkwanụ nkirikiri ka ndị iro ga na-ekiri ya mana ha ama afụ ya anya asị m na-eje anaba isi ije asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-eje na ọ ga-ana asị m na inye anaghị eri ọba maka na inye na ọba bụ nwanne inye agaghị eri Nnamdi Kanu maka na ọ bụ nwi asị na Nnamdi Kanu ga-adị ka echi anaghị agwụ agwụ maka na ije ejere bụ ije mmiri ọ bụla eje nkụ asị na ya bụ ije ga-abụ ije mmiri asị m na ọ ga-anata n'udo asị m na ọ ga-abata sirili welere asị m na unu ga-aga kpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu asị m unu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga-akpọnatara anyị Nnamdi Kanu ga tụnye ugo ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri ga nye ya mmeri tụnye ugo n'elu ugo nye ike n'elu ike nye ya ndụ n'elu ndụ ọkwanụ ndụ ka o ji efu na-efufe unu nye Nnamdi Kanu ndụ onwe ike wee kwụrụ jinjin onwe ike wee kwụrụ wee fuo n'ofufe a sị na ya kara ka anaghị eri nwa ngwụrọ ihe mere ha ji jide Nnamdi Kanu bụ ka ha nwee ike wee megide ndị Igbo ka ha nwee ike megide ụmụ Biafra ka ha nwee ike wee kwuchi anyị ọnụ ka ha nwee ike wee kachi anyị ọnụ ka anyị ghara ikwu okwu ọzọ mana ama m na dododo Chukwu okike abịa ma ndị nwa na ndị nwe mmiri ndị nwe ikuku ndị nwe anyanwụ mmụọ nna nna anyị ochie mmụọ niile nwụrụ anwụ ka anyị dị ndụ mmụọ niile ọkwafụrụ ọbara ha n'ike maka ihi Biafra asị m unu binyenu asị m unu dododo na ọkwa na unu bụ ihe nwe ike a ọkwa na unu ga-eji ọgụ mmụọ ọkwa na unu ga-aga bụori ahịa ọkwa na unu ga-aga napụta ya maka na ihe ọ tinyere unu n'aka anaghị ele ule asị m dododo igiriga ọgụ mmụọ eze nwaanyị niile nọ n'ala Igbo mmụọ niile nọ n'ala Igbo asị m unu binye maka na onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị aṅụ mmiri onwe onye nọ n'ụwa na-anaghị eri nnu nnu bụ ihe ụtọ si na mmiri wee pụta onye ọbụla na-eri ihe na-eri ihe dị na mmiri onye na-asa arụ ji mmiri asa arụ onye ọbụla na-eme ihe ọbụla ọ na-eme ji mmiri eme ya asị m ihe ọbụla mmadụ na-eme n'ụwa mmiri ọ na-ebube ụzọ asị m onye ọbụla kpọrọ mmiri asị na mmiri a ga-agbagbu ya asị m onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla fụrụ mmiri n'anya ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-awụsa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye ọbụla mmiri na-emesa n'arụ ga-afụ Nnamdi Kanu n'anya onye na-aṅụ mmiri na-eli nnu asị m na ọnụ anyị ji wee lie nnu wee ṅụọ mmiri na ị ga-eji akwa okwu ọma n'isi Nnamdi Kanu n'aha Chukwu okike abịa ama.
My sister, good morning. Oh, good morning. See, they have demolished my house. I was in the hospital. They just told me that they have started demolishing our house. They are demolishing the whole street. Oh, they just come and started demolishing. See, they are demolishing everywhere. They are demolishing. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, I could not bring out my property. I could not bring out my documents. They are demolishing everywhere. See. They are demolishing everywhere. Oh, the whole building, the whole house, they are demolishing. Oh, Rossville at Ajawo Estate. Rossville at Ajawo Estate. Oh, they are demolishing everywhere. Rossville Street at Ajawo Estate. See them. Oh, they came with two caterpillars. See them. Demolishing everywhere. I could not bring out anything from my house. Oh. I could not bring anything out. Oh. See. They came with Courage. They can weaken courage. Demolishing everywhere. Demolishing.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, great Biafrans and lovers of freedom. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Olo province of Biafra land. And we are here live and direct. Today is the first day of May 2023. Tata Bobo Chiurie. I don't know one key say Tata. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you to welcome your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, onto this hallowed platform, where we preach the gospel of liberation, the gospel of freedom, as initiated by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who is the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, but currently and illegally being detained in the Nigeria secret police dungeon, that zoo, that jungle, that banana republic that respects not even her own law. Therefore, we must continue. I once again welcome each and every one of you to today's edition of Radio Biafra Hausa service. Tata Bobo Chiuri, the 1st of May. Do not forget that we are in a very serious campaign, worldwide phone call and a Twitter campaign, which we are calling international bodies. Please, if the lines are opened before you call, please make sure before you call here this studio, you have to tell me that you have called or you have tweeted several. It is not something once. As much as you could, we continue. It's a battle. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told our enemies that we are starting a type of freedom fighting that is never seen anywhere. You know, we are unique people. We do our own thing in our uniqueness because we have initiative. That is why Britain don't want Biafra to be restored, because they are contemplating that they have seen a type of black people that has initiatives. Not people that could be, imitating always. No. That after all, we have initiative. And that is what we are using. Our own initiative in order to fight this war of liberation. We are in a war. Therefore, be part of this, please. I purposely played the clip which you have seen or you are seeing on social media, where one of our women, our ladies, is lamenting. As usual, Igbo say, I don't know. We are people now that are synonymous with lamentation. Do you understand me? That is why Christianity is, is waxing strong in our land. Because that is, when you enter into all these churches, you see lamentation. Everybody is crying, always crying, praying for God, praying to God. Crying for your situation. No electricity, you are crying. Monday Bible study, you go, you cry. Lamentation. Tuesday, you go Bible study, you go, you cry. Wednesday midweek service, you go, you cry. So we have become a people synonymous with lamentation. And all this is what we are trying to reverse. We shouldn't continue lamenting. You know, let me tell you, we are not happy of what is happening in Lagos against our people. But it is something that has been pre-warned right from time by our leader, and continually we have been hammering on Radio Biafra London that Nigeria is not for us. Sometimes maybe this woman that is lamenting now, flashback to maybe 3 months ago. If you meet her and tell her, sister, why not push your husband so that you people will go back to our home, go back to the east, go back to Biafra land, take at least your properties, go back to Biafra land, pending. Maybe it might tell you that no, it will laugh over it and say you are the stupid person. I don't know whether people understand what I'm saying. Okay, Mazi na people now, but sometimes you become confused whether people are really understanding. I'm telling you. I say again, how long do we continue? How long should we continue lamenting? Right from 1970 to today, on lamentation. Lamentation. Take precaution, no. Take proactive measure, no. Let me tell you one thing. The worst thing you can do to a people, I say a people, is to sentence them into individual survival of the fittest. That is one very smart thing. I say very smart thing that a policy which started after the war, that Britain used the caliphate in order to infringe on us, the Igbos, the Biafrans. Everybody go and survive as an individual, or go, don't be together. No. Don't think about your community survival. No. Think about your own survival. That is why you see people giving testimony. And Jesus helped me. Today I'm okay financially because Jesus helped me. They don't, sometimes how can people be sentenced into, that is the worst thing you can do to a people. You hear me well. The worst thing you can do to a people is sentencing them, programming them into individual survival. That race will be scattered like, I don't understand the right word to use. That is why Christian religion is waxing stronger in our land. I'm telling you. Because everybody is, it's an individual race. They tell you it's an individual race. Go and pray to God to conduct. Everything is, once you sow your seed, your own seed. You are not sowing for the village, or for your community, for your own. Go and do your own thing. Now God can remember you. If you are inside a bus and there is accident, a bus or public transport maybe of 25 people, and all 24 died. You come out and start jubilating, thanking God that you are alive. That God, thank God I'm not like others that have died. That you saved me, you love me more than others. Can't we reason? Sometimes you want to be frustrated talking to our people. Why can't we reason? Reason deeply. When I've preached it the other time. There will be no me, I, without us. You hear me well. You had it. This individualism is killing us. It's what a policy they set out since 1970. So that everybody, dog will eat dog. So that Joe Ibokwe in Lagos, he will be, as long as they will make him wealthy, he is okay. Now he will be fighting against the collectivity of everybody. Let me ask you, those that are there, you see very piteous situation, sad and pathetic situation. Mana, sometimes, just like some of our people are saying, now he can supposedly name Mendibo because with he can, our people learn the hard way. I said, this woman that is lamenting, very pathetic. Maybe flashback, a few months back, if you are telling her that, oh, sister, you know, this, what in Lagos is not for you, you know, why not take some of your things to our land? He will laugh and say, yourself. That do you understand that God is in control? She was calling Jesus, and their mansions were falling, being brought up. He said nothing. Nothing was taken away. Nothing, even their documents. What type of wickedness is that? Let me remind you, the Jews of Europe suffered this for more than 1,000 years. Are you understanding me? But will our people learn? That is always a question that I ask. The answer is no. Our people never learn from what happens to others. Our people never learn from history. You know, it beats my understanding. Because sometimes we are, you know, here we are calling, we have been talking to our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have been talking, and we continue hammering on Radio Biafra. Lotawa Nulu, put on our things, at least establish at home. But let me come. Common sense, akonuche. Why didn't common sense tell us, or many of us, that look, we lost at least, my father is a victim of abandoned property in Iguacha. Now, right from childhood, my father have been telling us, anything, any property you are buying, you know, outside the Igbo land, I know they will. Look at what happened to me. Look at, I know that is common sense. It doesn't need preaching. It doesn't need maybe when you want to encourage you, say no, don't mind it. No, that is common sense. That these people, these people, they wanted us annihilated. So, by the grace of Chukwu Okike Abiyama, we survived and are alive. So, anything you are doing outside the Igbo land, now you sabio, and we took that counsel till today. Why didn't many of our people do that? Why should sentiment take control of every? Sometimes I start considering. I say, but immediately after the war, you see everybody start jumping. You know, going back to Hausa, to Lagos, where they were killed and slaughtered and massacred. Not only that, had it been they went there with their brain. After all, there are Hausa people in our land. But only what they come with is their ute, their mat, and their kettle for their ablution. Their mat for prayer. And their highest few shirts, their bag only. They come to our land, they sell their cows, they do their business, and they take the money, the same money, they take it back to their land. They don't establish in our land. Build development. No. So you see these people, you are saying that we are smart. I said, no, 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 no. We are the most hopeless set of people, tribe in that Nigeria. Normally, common sense should teach us that, look, sometimes I start wondering, what is the problem? Is it our fathers? The people that are old, that saw the war, and is it that I think they are part of the main problem. They misled the the following generation by confiding on them that no, it's one Nigeria, we are allowed to. No, don't worry, what has happened has passed. Biafra, as they are saying now, but I will debunk it. Biafra died a long time ago, so now we are one. The same jargon they are talking, but are you one in Ajayo Estate in Lagos? How can the wickedness of human being in this 21st century, this thing that is happening, you don't see it in any other part of the world? I'm telling you. At least, no matter any guys, they will make sure that people at least will be settled, because they invested their lifetime earning in their buildings and are comfortable where they are. Now you want to turn them under a twinkle of an eye, you turn them into non-entities to sleep on the street just for nothing. Do you see the wickedness of Nigeria? Oh, I'm a Lagosian. When you are in your mansion in Lagos with your children, after all, you don't even teach them to speak Igbo. You become Lagosian more than Lagosian self. Today you are lamenting. But as they are, the worst is that as they are lamenting, others are pricing lands near their, building, erecting buildings. Igbo people. And you say, what type of human beings are these? Can't you at least have common sense? Do you see that now the solution to our problem is to join hands together in what we are doing in order to restore Biafra? If we have Biafra as a nation, let me tell you, your buildings in Nigeria wouldn't be destroyed like that. Never. It's impossible. Because the Nigerian government it becomes international issue. Are you hearing me? Because our people are gullible. Many of our people are gullible. This woman that is lamenting, she will go to her church. Maybe Oyedekpo church. He will give her encouragement, comfort. Jesus he took. So don't worry, as long as there is life, there is hope. Anyway, there is another land. If you are, as a member of this church, you register. There is another swamp in the other side. So don't worry, we are in charge. I'm giving you confidence, so that you can register, so that you can get a plot of land there. And as long as he's a man of God that talk to her, people that I don't know, our law will say lack of development of the frontal lobe part of the brain. That is a problem. Otherwise, nobody should even tell you anything. You don't need to be told. Here in 2019, Oba of Lagos summoned the Igbo so-called elders, old people, and insulted them. 2019. The thing is still in YouTube. It's there. I have played it on this hallowed platform several times. He insulted the Igbo. He said, you people, you have to vote my choice candidate too. He said, me, I know they beg anybody. You people are watching me. I'm not begging you people. As long as you are in Lagos here, any candidate that I brought out, you must vote for him. Otherwise, I will push all of you into the Lagos Lagoon, the ocean, and you all drown. And even useless Neanderthals, many of them started clapping. Kabi, you. And you start wondering, what set of human beings are these? What set of human beings are these? Sometimes I say, is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu not wasting his time, suffering himself for nothing, for people that are irredeemable? Sometimes I start thinking like that. I say, is it not waste of time that we are here? For people that are irredeemable, people that have chosen the path of perdition to perish. Do you know many of these people that their houses were mewed down, demolished? Many of them now will bring their children. Remember that they have a home. I could remember, even when we are small, there is one of our village man. You know, he was a Lagosian walking. He has a house in Lagos. But I don't know what really happened. And they came home. They came home for good. Him and the children that he never brought home before. They came home. And the worst part of it is that in their home, he don't have no house. It's thatch house. Thatch house. They came home with their clothes. You know all this Lagos now. Buru, aqua, everything. But after 2-3 months, the man that was very plumpy, you know, he became as tiny as he emaciated, even together with the wife. When they wear those their clothes, and you know clothes that you now you see the clothes different, and you see the man different inside the clothes. Or was he oversized? I'm telling you honestly. I didn't know really, we are small. I didn't know what really happened. But I know that something went wrong. And they could no longer, just like what happened here. What happened here in Ajao Estate. Some of them now we remember that, because there will be no place to go. They will carry their children, go, if they go sleep one of their siblings' place for 1 week. That one will tell them, I beg, because when I cannot distance myself, I beg, it's better you go home. They will now come home to the east and become nuisance. Do you see how it's affecting everybody? Do you see it? Do you see what we are talking? That is why we are talking about collectivity, collective survival, collective development, collective thinking, collective advancement. Not me. Oh, I go pray to Jesus and Jesus bless me. Everything is me. 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 That is the worst thing that can happen to a people. When people are sentenced into individual survival. That is why you can sabotage in order to survive. After all, it's part of the business. That is why you can see people, Igbo people in Lagos, this. They are the people that are sabotaging our eating containers of our people, their own brothers and sisters. Containers they brought. Goods they brought from outside. They make things, they connive with foreigners to make things difficult. So that, because that is, everybody need to survive. It's individual. There is no central control. There is no centrality for collective purpose. No. Everybody go and survive. So, if you see the flesh of your brother chop, it's for survival. That is the worst thing that happens to us. And our leader started by correcting it. Started correcting it by starting this IPOB family, worldwide family. So that we have a plan. This is the first time I'm seeing Biafrans, Igbo people have a plan. Before, go to Igbo meetings anywhere around the world. Ask them, Oga, what is your real plan, collective plan? You know, they will tell you about, okay, you know, in our law, our rules and regulation, when somebody dies, a member, as long as you are financially up to date, when you die or your spouse dies, now we have the obligation to take you home, fly your corpse home. When you have a baptism, your child or kuputenwa, now we come, we celebrate it with color. You know, if you lose any of your siblings, there are stipulated amount of money we pay. We do wakekeeping and something. Or pepper soup. You know, this is the plan of Igbo, average Igbo group. Their plan. Nothing more. Nothing more. When you talk, when you bring about, okay, you see, they are killing our people in Hamufu. They tell you, say, no, don't bring this. Is politics. Don't bring it to our group. It's not what we are here for. And you start wondering, what set of human beings are these? Are we still back? Are we Igbos are sent back to the early men, Neanderthal stage, hunter-gatherers, where people are just hunting for food. Anything they see food, they chop. Any obstruction, they even chop their fellow and chop the food also. The era of Neanderthal. That is what they, but you might not understand it. You might think that you are modern. Oh, because you are driving 2025 Mercedes. You don't know that you are still an orangutan. You understand? You know our leader, he said, go black, as a black man, go and watch yourself in a mirror. What, tell me what you are seeing. You will be seeing a monkey, direct monkey, until we change the way he reason. And when you in all those times, I myself, I do it. I go, I start watching myself in a mirror. And what I'm seeing is a complete chimpanzee. Ancient one even. I say, okay, we need to change. Because it doesn't matter how you are handsome or beautiful as a human being. This is a shadow. It's an illusion. What makes you a real human being is the way you reason. That is it. That thing you are seeing as an image is nothing. That is what is deceiving people. Hey, we dress, you know, that is the plan of Igbo people, a collective. When you come in, when there is a marriage ceremony, you dress, you carry your car, you come show, you know, you start spreading money. And together, that is it. That is your plan. That is the plan of a people. There is no plan to counter what is happening to us, what has happened to us, what will happen to us, what is still happening to us, and what will happen to us in future. No plan for our collective interests. No plan for our future generations. No. It is very big pity, honestly. Very, very big pity. They are demolishing it's a punishment. They want them. That if you vote if you don't vote for their choice candidate, that they will retaliate. That is it. So you tell me, are you not a slave in Nigeria? Okay, Iwanyan told you stay in Lagos. Okay, so what are they doing today? What are they doing today? Your house is gone. Maybe the house you use more up to 100 million naira to build, to buy land and build, or more than, is gone. It's gone. They will write it off that that place is meant for industrial estate. And they will go and show you an open ocean. Say, okay, come. They will sell to you open ocean. Ndi Obambo. Very stupid, gullible set of people. They will start hustling. No, they make this side. No, they quite cheap. What is happening? Sometimes I say, what is happening to our brain? What is happening? How, when should we learn? It's a very big question. When should we learn? As it is happening, the worst part is as they are demolishing in Ajao Estate, or people in other Igbos in other part of Lagos, many of them not even care. They don't even know. They say no, you know, they only call them now and say no. When the line will be open, I will like people from Lagos to call. Just like one comrade that called sometime when they were attacking, burnt down, when they burnt down Igbo business market in Apapa. He said no is it Wilma? He said no, here we are living in peace with it. It never happened to on air. Maybe he's listening to me. That is the fundamentally flawed mentality we have. As they are watching this in the social media, one of us, they are lamenting. As usual, Igbos are synonymous with lamentation. Before you know it, you will go and seek solace in the church. That is it. That is the only thing. Others in other parts of Lagos, they will be thanking God, praising Jesus that he never reached their side. Do you see the mess we are in? We are in a very big mess. The most pathetic, the worst is the mental mess we are in. If we start thinking in another way around, let me tell you what has happened since before Odimegwu Ojukwu died, when he went to open trade fair. What did he tell them? Ibondi Zuzu, Kwenu. And he rose up and left. Only that action could have made the people to think and say, no, let us stop building here, please. Yes, we have built it, but let us find one way or the other to replicate this in the east. It doesn't matter the difficulty. It's all here. You understand? Let us do it. Because here, what this man see and call us in this is not small thing. But people that are sentenced into individual survival, you will see few people that are, tell them that it no matter, don't worry, here in Lagos, now I won't do, but now don't worry, I will bump. They will confuse them. Say now, forget. Oh, Juko, in I beg. Amay and Jack Reserve and they continue building more. Today, they are demolishing. Maybe tomorrow you will hear another market set on fire. Lamentation upon lamentation upon lamentation. Because we are not in our country. How many Cameroonian houses have they demolished in Lagos? How many Lebanese, if there is any Lebanese man that has a house there, they will not demolish it. Quote me, I'm telling you. They will bypass it. Why? Because he has a country. It will be an international case. If there is an Iranian that has a house in that street they are demolishing, they will bypass it. They will say, no, this one, leave it. Ndibo, when will you learn? When will you learn? Do you know that we are much better, our properties are much safe in Nigeria if we have Biafra restored? Do you know that? Do you know that? Because we have a country that is backing us. We have a country that we are nationals of. We have a country, by then we will have a country which will take our case up. No more individual. It will be international affair. I tell you, in all these demolitions, they can never, Lagos State government, Nigeria will never demolish a foreigner's building. No, just like that. No. It never. It's impossible. Tell me if there is any. Tell me. If they see even a Cameroonian mansion house like that near in that street, they will bypass it. What I'm telling you is a fact, because they know the repercussion. Because he will go and report to his country that, look, I am suffering injustice in Nigeria. They target me and bulldoze my house because I'm a foreigner. Now the country will take it up, and it becomes international issue. Do you see it? But you being a so-called Nigerian, they can slaughter you. No person will come, because remember the United Nations Charter, the Westphalian Agreement of 1644-48, where sovereignty of any government, no person, no country should interfere in any sovereign country, in any other sovereign country, no matter how small. That is sovereignty agreement, the Westphalian sovereignty, that was inculcated into the modern United Nations Charter, the base. Do you understand? So they'll say, it's internal issue. If they want to, let them burn down the whole shops belonging to Igbos, the whole building belonging to, they say it's Nigerian issue. But if we have our nation Biafra, no person, no country will ever dare it. Have you seen any time they target Igbo people shops or houses in Cameroon? Have you ever seen that? That Cameroonian government is bulldozing buildings belonging to Igbo people, because we are plenty there. Have you seen it? Have you heard about it? The little this thing that happened in Ghana, don't you see it? It's not even, no, they don't even destroy shops. They say no, that foreigners should pay no more. You must have so amount of money in order to engage in retail business in Ghana. Otherwise, they close you. Now, don't you see the noise it generated? If it's in Nigeria, they target Igbos. Do you even burn down your shop? They are in Ghana. You know, people were making nice. Is it because they are foreigners? I was laughing. When I was just watching the whole thing, I was laughing. In your own so-called country, they don't even care. They don't even tell you anything. They burn down your shops. Only you come and lament. Who cares for you? Who will talk for you? But in Ghana, because you are a foreign national, you have a country at least. That is why it is so. That is why restoration of Biafra will assure your properties are more assured. Properties that are outside the Biafra land are more secured under a restored Biafra, as long as you have the relevant documents to your properties. Anywhere, right from Zamfara down to Kogi, going to any place outside Biafra land, you will not lose nothing, because there will be a ministry in Biafra land that will be in charge of that, and no person outside, no Nigerian dare touch. That time you see they become afraid, because any slightest thing, it becomes international episode. Don't you know that? Or confrontation. And they will pay heavily. Don't you know that? But no, you don't know. They continue deceiving you. Oh, well, if you say that is living in Lagos. If we have Biafra now, so we are going to lose our houses. And I look at the pure baboon and orangutan. I say, so have Nigerians lost their goods or their properties in Cameroon? Even in Niger Republic, as long as it's another country, you are more secured. Don't you know that? No person dare touch it, because he will make noise. He will make international noise. Don't you know that? That is why all these things are accumulating into pushing everybody to join what we are doing, because IPOB is always right. You know, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu used to say it. IPOB is always right. And the proof is there, glaring at you. They demolish our houses, our people's houses in Lagos. And they will demolish more. They will bomb more shops. Let me tell you. They will bomb more shops. The worst part of it is that other places, other people in other parts of Lagos, or Igbos in other parts of Lagos will be praying that the thing will not reach them. Instead of collectively trying to be proactive, say, what are we going to do in order to stop that this thing does not happen again? Because every year is something. Year in, year out. Lamentation. You know, it suits the caliphate. It suits them too much. If they are watching this video, because I know that even Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, all of them, the caliphate, they are watching the video. It makes them laugh. Do you remember the leaked audio of what is the former governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi, Chibuike Amechi? When he said he was with the impostor, I think they were going somewhere. They were in a flight, traveling, and they put in social media. They were just watching social media. He was showing the impostor. He said, "Look at one trader, Igbo trader in Onitsha, lamenting, insulting Buhari that he made everything costly." And he says whether he's selling necklace. All these things, women, or something like that. He said that we are laughing. He said the man laugh. He said it became a fun to him. He said, put, let me hear. He was insulting him. He said, hey, Buhari go die. He don't die. He will die. God will put it. It became a fun. So, all this year, God go punish him. Satan punish him. He go die and die, and their children with no. You know the work. Make I tell you, the work. That energy, save that energy they used to cause them. In nothing, the work. Go on, live life now. It's still their life. You don't know. Oh, okay. If all those causes, insult, this and that, they work. Obasanjo for don't die now. But he say he can't pay. But he slaughtered us. So, who will take care of them? Is we human beings. When we gather, we plan, we take care of them. So I want to know, hey, God will punish them. These people, God will never punish them. God, they laugh. They laugh for you. They bless them more. Make I tell you. Until you get sense. Because you don't get sense. If you get sense, you forheed to the advice, to the clarion call of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he went to World Igbo Congress 2015 and told them, look, I need guns and bullets. He have told them with a proverb they don't understand. He talked to people, he talked to them with a poem. No way. Prose, they don't understand. He said, okay, let me come clear. I need guns and bullets. I need guns and bullets to protect you people. Not to protect me only. To protect for our collective protection. They say, what are you talking? You want to war? You want to war? You are talking of mention again. You say what? Guns and bullets for what? Today, what is it? Do you see in this UG? Another person there, his interest is, I am Chief Omeri, but one of Ndiolumbe. I am Kanachiro one. So, I am doctor, I have doctorate degree with Fulo Soyinka. It's with that. Now, I want to ask you that to come to ask us for God. Please, which passport you use come? Make I know whether a Biafra passport you use. You will see a human being, but what you are seeing is just an illusion. I'm telling you. Because why I say illusion? Because when he speaks, what is inside him, inside the brain is water. Olodo. Just all nothing. They don't plan for the future. They don't understand the political situation or being politically conscious. All they live is for the day. They hustle, they make the money, spend it, spray it as a chieftaincy title. And the world ends there. They don't care about what is happening to them as a people. They don't calculate what it is happening to us today. How is it going to be tomorrow? No, that is not their calculation. It's a curse. It's a curse. And you are getting it in the hard way. We are getting it the hard way. It is all of us. We are getting it the hard way. Because whatever concerns one person, touches all of us. We are getting it the hard way. Do you understand? Because many of these people, they can come today and come home today. Tomorrow they turn into kidnappers. Some of them will turn into kidnappers. And before you know, they will kidnap your brother. And a Bayish. You don't know that these are people, what causes them is because of all these things that happened in Lagos. They destroyed all their livelihoods. Why? Because we don't have any collectivity. No collective thinking. Everybody is sentenced to go and hustle your own. Be careful of being sentenced to individual hustling. That is the worst thing that can happen to a people. Fulani today, they are on top. Do you know why? Because their collectivity is more important than one person, than their individual. Do you see how Sheikh Gumi is defending them? They are terrorists. He said, no person, do not, during the campaign, presidential campaign, Sheikh Gumi, he said it openly. He said, let no northerner vote for any person that will come to kill all these, they are terrorists. Because those terrorists are their warriors. Let me ask, can an Igbo man say something like this? Or even have a mental, think about like this? Because they are thinking of collectivity. Yes, he's a terrorist, but he says he's their warrior. Leave them. Leave them. And today, that is it. That's why they're on top. Because they think collectively. They don't think about one person being Ochiros, so others will be bowing down. No. All of them are playing their roles. Just moving forward for their collectivity. Or their collective interest. That is why they are on top today. Are you asking why they are on top? That is the reason. Why they are the oppressor. They are on top of everybody. Because they think collectively. Whenever there is something and they issue a statement, issue order in their private radios and say, every Fulani, every Northerner that is in the south, come home before 5 days. You will see them. Both the Okada riders. But it doesn't matter. They don't know. They don't have any means of going. They will find one way or the other, jump a trailer, say they are going. That is discipline. They have what you don't have. I saw, one person called me. One person called me privately. He's a Biafra. He made a very valid point anyway, but there's something he said. He said IPOB, is pushing. We are telling them to come back for this census. It's good though. He said, I am living in the north with my family, but I want to come. But why not arrange for let IPOB arrange for buses so that the people will be coming. Every day, one or how many buses, people will come, will enter, because there are people that don't have anything. I say, okay, you have a point. That's it. And that is the mentality of our people. You must provide. As long as before you see some people that will say, nah, if they don't bring money, me I know they go. If they don't pay transport, me I know they go. Waiting. Because he is very primitive to understand the importance of collectivity. He don't understand. A thing that is doing you, or he's doing Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, or he's doing IPOB, he don't know that he is doing himself. Because he's going to suffer the brunt of his primitive decision tomorrow. And his future generations are going to suffer it. But he will push it and say, now IPOB they give me food. I beg if they provide any money for transport. I beg, na them sabi now. If they not provide, now me I know they go, me I dey here, I can't here. So for him, he defy thinking that he's doing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Mazi Chike Doziem or Mazi China Sanworo or IPOB. Oh, I'm defying, I'm doing them bad. So he's a blackmail. Okay, send me money now. Oh, me I know they come. I can't hear. He don't know that ejile na asobu onwe ya che no na asonye oko. No way. This is this stupidity is what we are trying to eradicate. Put light in the brains of our people through Radio Biafra London here. That is what we preach. Why we preach the way we preach. Because this is the most important part of this restoration effort. Talking to people in order to sanitize the brains of our people. Otherwise, we go nowhere. Otherwise, even if, because let me tell you, Britain don't want you to have complete freedom, mental emancipation. No. All they care to, they can give you flag independence so that they'll continue being in control of you. But what we are doing is a revolution. I've been saying it here every time. Biafra restoration is not ordinary flag independence. So they give us flag independence. You will see people that will, I studied in Harvard. I studied in University of Columbia. The same mentality, they will push them and impose them on us. And we continue the same old story. Oh, democracy. Okay, democracy. What we are doing here is a revolution. First of all, mental revolution. Mental. Because without mental revolution, you can never obtain genuine physical liberation. It's impossible. Because when you have without mental revolution or mental emancipation, you will still depend on foreigners for many things. You will still be receiving orders from Rome, from Archbishop of Canterbury, from Assemblies of God Church in America. To tell you, to teach you, they can change their doctrine anytime. So be it. You continue, worshiping foreign God, foreign idols, depending on them. Instead of you being in your originality, you having your own initiative, so that you earn respect. No way. You defend the foreign things. Foreign things. You are a shadow of human being. You are not a human being. You are just a shadow of human being. That is it. Today, I want to talk about it will be brief, national identity. But before I go there, please, I just see or even before coming on air, that the senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, former speaker, who, when he was asked question in Germany, they made noise to the extent that they welcome him home. Nigeria welcomed him home as a hero. This is a senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ekweremadu has been sentenced to 10 years imprisonment. And he is now controlled by a warder that people that are not even that cannot even near him if it's in Nigeria. People that they are not up to people that he sends message that goes to serve him to polish his shoe. All those warders in the UK prison, they are not up to. But today they are controlling him. They are the people that will tell him when to, if maybe 2 hours in a day, he have to come out and take fresh air. 2 hours or 3 hours in a day, or 1 hour, depending. Now after, your time is finished. Enter inside. Enter inside. What is that? Oh, the senator. Oh, you are a senator. He become a senator in jail. Do you see how things move around? Do you see it? That the United Kingdom is where law works. Whether you believe it or not. They are civilized. But they don't want black people like us to have that type of character, to reach that type of advancement. What United Kingdom wants is okay, I will give you visa, I will make visa waiver for people, for doctors and teachers from Nigeria. And you see monkeys gather to submit their documents. I'm a doctor, and they love it. And when they take you to, I have some of my friends that are that are there because of the program. Complain. Every day is complain. Now I'm going to talk about it. Now I'm no fuck up, man. That is what United Kingdom wants. That is the reason why they created Nigeria. Do you understand that? Okay, can Nigeria make a program, visa waiver, and say, okay, we need English doctors in Nigeria. Both people that will come and start taking care of our old ladies and old men. Our, elders in Nigeria. Oh yeah, come. The UK, BBC first of all, say maybe Nigerian government is now crazy. Nara we go. They will mock. But once UK says it, because that is the reason, one of the reasons why they created Nigeria. In order to harvest raw materials, taking raw materials. When they take you as a doctor, you come to the United Kingdom. Now you start carrying old people shit. You tell you walk. You remember you are earning pounds. After all, in your country, naira is nothing. Come on, walk. They will not allow you to rest. You work harder and you earn lesser than an English person because you are raw material. do you understand? You are raw material. You cannot do your own. You cannot develop your own. That's it. So they are in charge of you. They have sentenced Ekweremadu to 10 years imprisonment for his sins, for his crime. In Nigeria, they harvest people's organ. According to the story which I read in the newspaper during the trial, the guy said he ran away because he threatened him when he's afraid to donate the kidney in London. He said, "Hey, I will take you back to Nigeria and I will take it by force." And that threat made the boy to fear because he know what it means. Once he's taken back to Nigeria, finish, he's dead. He's dead because they will tie him and just open without even sedative, open his body and take the kidney and allow him to die painful death and leave him. That is how they are doing Biafrans. That is how these politicians are doing. That is how they are working. They harvest mostly Biafrans' organs. That is it. SARS occurs is there. We know what is happening every day. What about is it 7,000 plus penis, fresh penis, being from Nigeria, being found in container in a container in China? What is the result of the investigation? Everything has gone down the drain. Why? Because it's politicians that are involved. These are Biafrans. Do you have an investigative journalist that fly, to China, do investigation, underground investigation to find out everything? No way, oh. No way. Oh, Nigeria, that one is forgotten. And they are killing our people, harvesting their organs every day. Ekremado is now a culprit. Let me say it like that. He's a culprit victim. And that's it. He is suffering for his crime. In a country, a sanitized country. That is not Nigeria. In Nigeria, he is untouchable. That's it. Therefore, we must continue. Let me read another news headline. He said, I don't know whether, terrorists sack several communities in Kebbi, Zamfara State, kill over 40 residents, abduct many others. Terrorists in Kebbi, they are continuously doing their bidding, changing the demography in Nigeria. It is happening koro in our eyes, and people are watching, doing nothing, as if everybody is being hypnotized. But IPOB is not. We continue talking about it. They are changing the demography of the North. You understand? That is why, whenever they suspended or postponed the census, they want to take everybody by surprise, this census. But IPOB tell them that no, we started calling for our people to come home and to be counted in Biafra land, and many of them are heeding to the call. He made the Asorok to fear, because it will expose their lies being propagated by the British. So what they do, they postpone this census in order to bring more of their people from Niger, from Chad, from Sudan, from after all Sudan, there is a war there. So they are pouring, they will be pouring in, don't worry, in no distant time. Because the northern borders are porous. It's not manned. The northern borders, more than 2/3 of it are not manned. So people enter and leave as any, and they will be. The worst part of it is that they will be talking about the Nigeria territorial integrity. How can you have territorial integrity? Why you cannot control your territory? You cannot manage. You cannot control it. And every time you are talking about territorial integrity, we will not allow IPOB in order to interfere or defy our Nigeria territorial integrity. How dare you? Do you have any territorial integrity? The answer is no. The answer is no. So they want to bring more Fulani, kill more indigenous population, and sack more villages in order to put more Fulani Ruga before counting, so that now Fulani will be every state. Fulani will be number one. Number one. The other day I talked about it. They put it 6%. In 2015, Fulani was 1.8%. What they declare, according to the lie they declare, because they are not up to 1% of the population. But all of a sudden, 2015, 1.8%. Now 2023. It became 6%. Within small time after the census, they will be maybe going to 20%. Because they will be everywhere. They will be listed as they are Fulani inhabits every part of Nigeria, every state. So they become number one. So it will justify whatever they are doing. Do you understand? Do you see their politics? Because they are able to achieve this because they are collective. They are disciplined to their cause. Do you understand? In our own, every time somebody, now you they give me food, you go give me command. IPOB go give me command. Now them they pay for me. They pay me anything. I beg. You don't know that, ejuli now warn you na egbu onwe ya si ona warn you ọkụ. Ọma na ona ewepụ nna ya. You know the snail. When you are roasting the snail, the liquid that is, all the liquid that is coming out, the snail will be thinking that, he is trying to quench the fire. You don't know that life is bubbling out of him or out of it. It's his life that is wasting. So that is the thing. Having collectivity as number one interest, it goes with discipline. It goes with discipline. I could remember when you know, the episode that happened in Aba, where Fulani cows were massacred. Immediately they called their people. They say they organize. They call it Northerners. They should go back to the north. They already, before you know, under 24 hours, they have kilometers of convoy of their people going to the north. That is discipline. No question. Oh, they had it in radio. Oh, you don't hear, people will call. Oh, you know they hear, we they go. That person, he doesn't ask why. That is discipline. Because there is a reason. The people that initiated that, they know more. That is discipline. It civilized the character. This is too much question. No, why now? Why? If it's our people, if first of all say, why now? Why? I be okay. Are they going to provide my transport? Okay. Are they? You will ask 1 million questions under 1 second. It's a sign of primitivity. Let me tell you. Not disciplined to a cause, a collective cause. Everybody is individual. Now I don't know I can do it. Now them bring me here. I them pay my transport. Why they go command me? You cannot be commanded because you are an animal. Just simple, an animal. A primate, primitive animal like you cannot be commanded. And that is why you are suffering. That is why they are demolishing your houses in Ajao estates. Because when they tell you don't buy or don't build, they say no. Now you give me money to buy. No be my money if I lose. Now me lose them now. Today you are losing it and you are crying. You are losing it. There is this clip I used to play. The man called. I will try to find it out. The same thing that happened before Nabulado. The man called people that are not political in nature. They are not politically wise. All that matters to them is live by the day. Oh, they see money. Oh, you are making money. Make money. They don't think about anything, any other thing. Living by the, okay, go sell, make money. Now there is a place, the land. They say they are buying land. Okay, I will buy. Your others are buying. Oh yeah, or you buy. That is the only thing. You reach here in the night. That potana ibana ibana tangwongo itawa. Itache ko gossip boy gushi no dia. You know, comedy, everything rubbish. You don't know what is happening. After you, the following day, the same thing. Repetition. Until you die. Tell me, what legacy are you living? Are you laying? These people now, what they are doing, our people in Lagos. Does it start today? The answer is no. It started so long time. Every time the same thing. The worst is that this thing that happened within small time, these people, everything will be forgotten. For a few days, everything will be forgotten. And others will say, okay, we have established with the Yoruba people here, so no problem. Just a baby. It's a very big pity. We must continue. Terrorist attack. And there is this useless write-up. He said Biafra is dead. So long live Igbo nation. Alademma Baindidio Wachue. All this, you know, they continue reiterating. How dare you? When you say a people have died, a people, you know, it's an insult to say that Biafra died 1952. And I see it as lack of politics from our people. I'm telling you, it doesn't matter any excuse. You know, when you do something today, You need to think about tomorrow, because people tomorrow will scrutinize. That is why I love white people. They will plan something and say, okay, this thing we are planning, this policy we are putting today, how will the future generations see it? Do you understand what I mean? They are not doing it just for now, for their gain only now. Oh, they can, but they will now think about, okay, what if in the next 50 years? By that time, maybe many of them will no more be alive. Some of them will no more be. They say, they will consider, what about the generation that time? How will they see this issue? That is what we lack. And that is called critical analysis. You think front and back. You critically analyze. So, in order to see all these things, how is it going to be viewed in the next 100 years? That is why I always refer to the people that fought the war. Yes, they tried. But that war shouldn't have ended. It should be kept alive in one way or the other. I heard that many people that time killed themselves. Many Biafran soldiers, instead of surrendering, they kill themselves. Why should you kill yourself? Why not use that energy and meet 1 or 2, 3 people of like-minded people and start doing something? You start destruction. After all, you are accustomed to living inside the bush. I'm telling you. Because if a war of this magnitude with this type of people, South Sudan, they fought for 39 years. I've been saying this, shouting it every day. Their first war was 17 years. Second time, they had a relative agreement, peace, for less than 10 years. After they carried on again. For another 22 years, that totaling 39 years. Because for black man to be free, for black man to go against the creation of the white Europeans, they will be subjected to suffer. I am telling you that this is what they will be subjected to suffering, immense suffering. Eritrea, the same thing. Why should the black monkeys think of being free? Why? That is what they, if Luxembourg is free, black Africa want to be free? For what? Are we equal? If Kosovo is free, does it mean that Biafra should be free? That is their mindset. So they will continue pushing you, making you to suffer. South Sudan, they fought for 39 good years, 1 year short of 40 years. Do you know what it means? Very brutal war with the Janjaweed. Real Janjaweed in Sudan. The brutality is appalling. They continued. They said that fought the first war before they have something like an armistice, a kind of a peace whereby the Janjaweed started encroaching into the peace. He said no. Another set, because that time the set of those people, they have grown old. So many of them have died. The new set of people took over again and started again and said, no, we cannot agree. And they continued. But in our own case, we went into very huge sleeping. Very big one. Snoring. Oh, no victor, no vanquish. Everybody, oh yeah, go to sleep. Go and start looking for what to eat. And you see real brave Biafran soldiers, some of them started killing themselves. Why? Why not organize? Why not, before you kill yourself, you go and, oh God, that is I call it, even, I can call it, I'm sorry, but it's not a palatable character. I'm telling you. A war of this magnitude, liberation, and people just all of a sudden went into sleep and forgot, and everything is okay. Where do you see it in this world? Where have you seen it? Is it not we that are still suffering it today? After 50-something years. The same thing. So this mantra, which is being repeated all the time by Obasanjo, Biafra is dead, so long. Biafra is long dead since 52 years. That is what he came to insult us. But Oduduwa is alive. They have Oduduwa house. They have Ariwa house. But Biafra is dead. Do you see the insults they are giving to us every blessed day? But our people are so naive that they don't understand that this is an insult. After all, you see people that are defending the colonial masters, colonial mentality that slaughtered us. Defending the religion they brought. You see people that are ready to defend it with their life. Africans, Ndi Igbo. Why wouldn't the Europeans take you as a ordinary millipede? You are even not up to orangutan, ordinary millipede. Why? India, they have questioning. No, you colonize us, but you cannot we cannot accept this thing you bring to us. It's impossible. They block their brain, say no. This is your religion, we have our religion, we are not going to take it. And today India is doing well. Check any country in this world that is developed with their values. Any country that imbibes on foreign religion, foreign values as their core bedrock value, I'm telling you, they are going nowhere. Unless the foreigners invaded the place, occupying the place till today, now develop in that foreign value. Yes, can work. But when the indigenous people start practicing foreign religion, for everything foreign, it never works. That country till thy kingdom come, going nowhere. You're just beating about the bush. You understand me? Because the foreigners you want to use their system to develop, they will not agree. Tactically, through their religion, through their system, they will be doing everything against you. They will bring their NGO. Is it not? Go to Borno State, NGO, European NGO, Western NGO, full everywhere there. Oh, Save the Children. Oh, this is office for Save the Children. This is one for Save the Woman. Bring back our girls is this house. Where there is war. Do you think that they are really saving the children? The answer is no. They are stealing cobelium, financing the war to continue forever. So that they continue stealing cobelium, continue stealing jasmine, continue stealing gold and diamond, all kinds of rare earth that has found there. They are saying, but they will come on television. You see the children, we are saving them, giving them chocolate, okay? In the night they will disappear. One of them will disappear and go meet the ISWAP commanders, and they dig out maybe 1 kilogram of cobelium that is worth $270 million. They will give them 100,000 cash for 1 kilogram. And they will, God is using this infidel in order to sponsor them to sponsor the spread of Allah everywhere. And they will promise them, don't worry, another this thing of weapon of $50,000 is coming, making it 150,000 for 1 kilogram of Californium. Something that's supposed to be $270 something million. And then we come on video, some children buy biscuit and give them and say, you see, CNN will carry it. Now we are Save the Children in Borno State of Nigeria. We are helping the children in order to survive this brutal war. Now, wow, this war take time, but we are trying. And the war continues. People continue dying. They are making their money. They steal all these things, they go to their countries and they are living fine, controlling you because you are trying to live like them. You don't have original. You understand? You don't have originality. Let me go quickly, please. Talk about the submission. I don't know whether I should defer it because I want people to call. If any day I would maybe tomorrow. No, don't worry. I think if I enter into it, it will take time. You know, I used to like the advice of our people. They say I should not be mixing up everything, so that things will not mix up in the brains of our people. When I mix up many things, it will be confusing. So let me leave it. I'm telling you. Let me read another news headline, please. Tinubu's foreign doctors arrive in Nigeria as the president-elect sneaks into Lagos for follow-up medical care. Tinubu's foreign doctors arrive in Nigeria. Is the chief executive or the chief executive select of Nigeria that's supposed to fight to preserve Nigeria integrity per se, but he has foreign doctors. So the Nigerian doctors, they are nothing. You know, people that are doctors that are being churned out every year, they are nothing. Do you see how a country that is created for foreign interest, only, I say only for foreign interest, Nigeria is a country like no other country. Take it or leave it. Nigeria is a country like no other country. It is exclusively for foreign interest. Let me tell you, these foreign doctors, if they tell you how much they are being paid per hour, the amount of money per hour for this doctor, one of them, could be able to pay for 1 month for the whole doctors in Nigeria. Do you understand me? But that is a place you are made to live, to see as a country. But because you don't reason like a normal human being, that is why you see Nigeria as your country. Do you understand? Oh, you will make Nigeria good. Where are they? Those that want to make Nigeria to be paradise. Where are they? All this mantra we have been hearing right from the time I started recollecting something, started knowing something. Oh, pray for Nigeria to be good. We are going to make Nigeria good. Operation this, operation that. They will put the same thing till today. The same thing. There is no other story. The same thing. Foreign doctors of a president. There are some countries, if they hear this, that person being the president, he will be sanctioned immediately. He have to resign immediately. Immediately. But Nigeria is for foreigners, for foreign interests only. With together with just few stooges or few foreign agents that we call politicians in Nigeria. They get crumbs. That is what Nigeria is for. That is why you don't have electricity. What we are doing here is to stimulate, activate your brain into functioning, your frontal lobes to function so that you can reason in another way. This mental sanitization is the best thing that could happen to a people. Let me tell you. You know, I used to say it. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, they took risk go from America down to Europe in order to listen to enlightenment. What you are hearing today from the comfort of your house is what great people that form the great country like United States, we are moving, taking ship, because steamship, that time, steamboats, that time there was no flight in 18th century. That time they traveled for many months at the mercy of the tempest, of the winds, of everything, mishap, they could die. You know why? Where are they going? In order to listen to enlightenment in Europe, the message of enlightenment, because that time there was no telephone. Do you understand me? And it helps them to start reasoning in another way. And that is the reason why they reasoned and said, no, we are going to build a country under a new system. We invent our own peculiar system where every human being is equal. It was a new concept that time. Don't you know that? Because in the old Europe, the medieval Europe, people were not born equal. There were the nobles, there were the ruling class, the nobles, and the commoners, the common people. So once you're a commoner, you take it like that. It's God, the way God created you. Because Europe that time we are running on feudal system. Monarchy and feudal system. So there were people that were, below average. According to nature. That is the way they believe. But when the Enlightenment comes, it started teaching that all men were born equal. As long as you're a human being born in this planet Earth, you will have equal opportunity. With the king say, if given equal opportunity, equal policy, equal share of everything, even those you call commoners can perform more better. That was the reason why America was founded under equality. It was a new concept at that time. You understand? And it works. Why? Because the founders of America, they participated in enlightenment, the awakening. They were interested. They were listening. And they started taking notes. It makes them, they started studying more. They started thinking in another way around and say, no, we are not going to start electing kings and queens that will tell us that God will put them there in order to oversee everything. No, they say no. This country will be found with a policy that every human being is born equal. So it depends on, everything will be provided for everybody equally. So now it will be an equal terrain for competition. So that if you fail, you don't blame anybody. You blame yourself. That was the foundation of America. Why? Because they listened to the Enlightenment. Something you are listening today. And you are commonizing it. That was what the founders of America listened, and they founded a very powerful country today. You are enjoying. You understand? Do you understand me? That is the truth. That is why this Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started this restoration effort by teaching, waking us up mentally. We don't need to rush to carry gun and fight and say, okay, we need freedom. No, physical freedom. It comes through mental freedom, and that is what we continue preaching, and we will never stop. We continue preaching it because genuine physical freedom comes or starts from mental emancipation. That is what we are preaching here. We will never stop it. For us to start thinking in a different way, not in the normal way they program us to think. There are many programs in this world. You understand? They program people to behave a way. Britain programmed the Nigerians to behave in a kind of way. And that is what you are seeing as Nigerians are behaving. That is the way they are programmed to behave. It is not their natural identity. It is not their natural character. It is a program. It comes through different ways. Through what they make them to hear, what they make them to listen, through the comedy they are listening, through the news they are listening to, through what they are watching BB Niger, through the religion they are practicing. They are being, programmed to practice. All this joins hands in order to build a character called Nigerian you are seeing today. But what we are doing is to just reprogram ourselves down back to our natural selves. Do you understand? So that we stop being follow. You start quoting. The book of Acts of Apostles say, it becomes your standard. Why not to quote what your ancestors say? Why not to ilu before ilu? It's just like, according to Chino Achebe, Igbo proverb is just like the palm oil which we use in, eating the yam. That is Igbo proverb, because it's full of wisdom. But today all those things are gone. In whole Kenyan mother, you only go to see the book of John, the book of Peter. What is all this? All these are programs, let me tell you. All these are programs. These are programs. What Britain programmed, garbage in, is what we are garbaging out. Do you understand? Garbage in, garbage out. What you impute is what the output will be. But today, IPOB, we are trying to do something differently. We are trying to reprogram ourselves into our normal human being. Normal human being. Because when you continue allowing foreigners to program you, you become useless. It's just like in our various communities, you say, they will program, they will bring confusion only. They will turn brother against brother. Come and tell, favor this one against your brother. You think that they are favoring you for favoring. No, they are trying to cause confusion for the family to fail. That is what Britain did to us. They bring different when you see a human being, let me tell you, a human being, you are what you see, what you hear, what you eat. That is what makes you who you are today. The way you reason, that is, all these things are components that make you up. Do you understand? Do you understand me? The way you reason it comes from what you listen to. It comes from the association you are in, the environment you are in. There is something I put in my Facebook platform. Let me see whether I can play it. I want to open the lines, please. Let me just play it in a jiffy before opening the lines. I will preach this gospel another day, please. I don't know. Today I wanted to do it, but so let me listen. Intelligence. Listen.
Is a person or people who know how to solve their own problems.
That's what it is.
When you can solve your own problems, you are demonstrating your intelligence.
Of course.
So see, get the hell out.
He said an intelligence is when you are able to solve your own problems. That is intelligence. But it's a pity today some of our people talk about intelligence as, if you can speak Queen's English. I was scrolling on social media. Some people were commenting on somebody's program. I saw somebody wrote, you don't see this man, I know he don't even know nothing. Look at how you know. Look at his English. His English is not even correct, so he is not intelligent. Hey, I laugh. Many of our people, many of us think that intelligence is knowing how to speak English, Queen's English, or even, let me tell you, if Biafra comes, we are going to do what the Jews did. Let me tell you. Our leader have spoken on this. Go and Google the father of modern Hebrew. I think his name is Eliezer ben Yehuda. He single-handedly constructed the Hebrew they are speaking today, because Hebrew as a language died. People that were out, people that were scattered all over the world, their language died. Hebrew, that old Hebrew was limited or relegated to liturgy.
Before I go out of here.
Sorry. It was, Hebrew was relegated to liturgy. That is only a language of prayer, just like Latin, old Latin. You know, you just recite it. You don't, but you don't know anything that is talking. It's just a prayer. So that was how Hebrew was before. Before this man, how? What entered this man? Do you know how? Because of Zionist movement that started in Russia. This man started to say, this is Zionism. How can I contribute? We cannot be talking about Zionism without having a language. So this man went into work as a human being. But today, maybe you are in Israel as a Onyoji, but you are learning Hebrew. You don't know that Hebrew is a work of one person. Eliezer ben Yehuda. He changed his name. I think he was from one part of Soviet Union. If not Russia, I don't think he's main Russia, but it was part of Soviet Union before. He started researching using the liturgy, all the scripture, the holy books, their Torah. You know, started learning things in, you know, any word he can get. Now he started mixing word, putting. History puts it that this man, in order to start, because charity starts at home, in order to prevent his children, his wife, his whole family from hearing another language, he locked them inside. All are always staying indoors, that they cannot even hear the squeak of pets outside, so that they continue practicing that language. You know, our people, we say we call God to do this. God will come and do this and that. Human being is that God. Let me tell you, one person created a language or resurrected a dead language. You understand? But you see, our people today, they will judge you with, or they will evaluate you with the way you speak grammar, English grammar, and sometimes. When all this type of people, when I'm looking their write-up, I'm seeing just ordinary monkey. The brain of monkey in them. I say, how do we change this? It becomes a worry to me. How can you evaluate somebody because of just a means of expression, language? Oh, you see, he cannot even speak nice English. Here, where he's supposed to put is, he put it to words. He laugh, kwa, kwa, kwa. So he's not intelligent. Leave him, he's a madman. Ow! Chinekele. As our leader said, when Biafra comes, we are going to do our things in our various languages. We can put into work and develop a central Biafran language. It is doable. That is intelligence. We should not be follow. Sometimes I ask myself, this word will come out, or are you the trendy channel? What? Because are we just proselytes? All we are defending is the foreign. People are defending foreign God. People are defending foreign this, foreign ideology, foreign that, all foreign. There is no original. It is absurd. It is an insult to us. That is why when I look at this restoration effort, sometimes I want to be mad. Because we should show the world that we can do it. Yes, we can do it. That's it. Listen up.
Thinking that you're intelligent just because you done went to some white boy school and he gave you a doctorate degree in A, B, and C. That don't mean nothing. If you got a degree in A, B, and C and you don't know how to feed yourself, house yourself, clothe yourself, heal yourself when you get sick, protect yourself, produce your own weapons, you don't know how to do all of that. It don't matter how much degrees you got, because that does not reflect intelligence. Intelligence is reflected in you being able to solve your problems in life. The highest manifestation of intelligence is a person or people who know how to solve their own problems.
That's what it is.
Of course, you have seen it. The highest manifestation of intelligence of a people is how to solve your problems. And that is why, your environment reflects how intelligent the people are. You understand? This is my pattern shot before I open the lines, please. Your intelligence is measured by your environment. It's not by, I'm a doctor, I'm a PhD holder, I am a this, I school in the highest school. No. Where you are living, look at the environment you are. The market you are selling. Look at the market you are selling in Biafra land. Just empty the place. Let everybody go and look around. Look at how the tables are. Bako, everything are shattered like an obsolete place. That is how intelligent the people are. Because if the people, let me tell you, if for example, Ariara market, you remove the whole black people that are there. Now, remove them. Say, okay. Now you bring Germans. About 1 million Germans in Aba. Say, okay. Remove the whole black people in Aba. Remove them and go to, for example, push them to Germany. About 1 million people in black people in Aba. You remove them. Say, okay. Take one ship, about 3 million. Take them. Go to Germany. Take the equivalent number of Germans and bring them to Aba. Do you know what will happen? In the next 5 to 10 years, that Germany, these people go and now take charge of everything. They will turn it to look like Aba. Area market, swamp, everywhere filthy. But when the same Aba that the white people will be the Germans will be, they will turn it like a Germany. And you see people, the same black people will start looking for visa to come to this Aba, which they Hawatogoro. Do you see? That is how it manifests the environment you are. It shows how intelligent the people are. That is it. Because you cannot do something more that is more than your intelligence. It's impossible. So, the way your environment is, that is how intelligent the people are. That is the truth. Because with intelligence, you organize. But when you cannot organize, it shows how intelligent or how less intelligent you are. That is the reality. This is where I'm going to stop. And we go into a few minutes break. So that when I come back, I will open the lines and people will start calling in. Please do not go away.
Ezinụlọ bụrụ nnukwu ibu ma ụwa niile gburugburu bụ IPOB, Indigenous People of Biafra, nke Mazi Nnamdi Kanu dị nso bụ onye isi ya, ji ohere a na-arịọ ụmụ Igbo tinyere ụmụ Biafra niile bi na mpaghara Lagos, Ugwu Hausa, Abuja ka ha jisike buru akụ na ụba ha lewe anya ụzọ ụlọ, maka na tọnda ahụ na-agba n'ọkọchị na udu mmiri ọ ga-adị aṅa, ọ na-abụ ọsọ chụwa mmadụ na ụmụnna ya agbalaga ụmụnne ya, ọ chụwakwana ya na mba ya agbalata ebe ya. Igbo, ụmụ Biafra, echiche echere gbuo mmadụ abụkwaghị echiche otu ụbọchị, ọ bụkwa na onye dị ndụ na-asị thank you Jesus. Ka ọ dị gị n'uche na o meghị n'izu ya eme n'ọnwa. Unu biko buru isi unu, ahịa unu, lọtawa ala Biafra. Ala anyị sara mbara, nwee ihe niile zuru oke eji abụ oke mba. Ọ bụrụ na nyenweghị ala, ọchị nna ma ha agaghị achọnwa ala maka arụgebe niile. Nwanne, ịhụbeghị ebe onye international market, Calabar Free Trade Zone, Akwa Ibom Showpiece, Enugu New Design Market, Igwe Ọcha, Anambra, Aba New Master Plan, Eko Ụtụtụ Market, aga m akpọkwa n'oleghara ibe ya. Unu awọrịla onwe unu maka na ife ụzọ bịa mara ụzọ, were n'ohere a unu che n'ụwa agwụla. Mara ihe Chukwu Okike jiri chọọ anyị mma, mgbe ahụ ka anya gị ga-emepe dịka blind Bartimaeus. Ị na-ejighị iwuchi swamp n'ala Biafra tutu gị ọrụ ihe ọbụla, maka na ihe anyị bụ a na-agwọ ọ na-ere. Unu chọgodo nri ihe ọbụla n'akụkụ mmiri ọbụla dị n'ala Biafra, Imo River, Azumni Blue River, Uguta Lake, Ibeno Beach, Urumba Waterfalls, Ogbunike Caves, Ebonyi Salt River, ma ebe ndị ọzọ. Unu enweghị nsogbu, lọta n'ụlọ, maka na kụrụ ụlọ amara onye kpara ya. Investment unu ga-abụ thy kingdom come, ala Biafra brother will be done. Iji gwa gị n'ọzụwala ahịa Nnamdi na Ọkpanta ga-abụzi ebe a ga-arụ ultra modern 21st century complex ugbu a. Anyị gwara onye sịkwanụ na anyị agaghị abịa maọbụ na anyị agaghị alọta. Ebe Anambra ga-abụ ebe a ga-ewu ahịa bụ ọkaibe na mba Afrịka maka akụrụngwa ngwa ihe ọgba dị iche iche na ihe ndị ọzọ nke a na-akpọ auto spare parts market. Ụkwa amịala na onye ateta nụnụ, ọ bụ m si eze mụọ m, ụkwa amịala onye ateta nye ụmụnne anyị ha ndị nọ na mba ofesi. Biko akụkwala flawa n'ala ndị ọzọ. Nke anyị bụ nke anyị, nke ha bụ nke ha. Naanị na Biafra land ka obi ga-abụ a man, ada bụrụ a woman. In fact, ọtụtụ ndị ebidola ihe na-egbughị oge. Bịa soro ụmụnna gị mara nzu gị ajịkwana sị nothing mega. Otu a aha bụ Eko Chinala ka zoo ka ị ga-esi laa ka tọrọ naanị mee ngwa ngwa lahe mpekata. Cheta na onye ji igu ka ewu na-eso. Werenu Nnewi dịka ihe ọmụmaatụ na ihe nlereanya. Ụmụ Igbo, ụmụ Biafra, ka anyị laa n'ebe anyị. Onye asị ya ga-emezi ebe ya abụkwanaghị ihe ọjọọ. Ala Biafra makakwanụnụ. Ọ bụ anyị si eze mụọ anyị. Leenụ Enugu, Anambra, Delta, Ebonyi, Imo, Abia, Igwe-Ọcha, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, Cross River. Heo Chineke lee, ọ ga-agụ mma mba eze. Ọ bụkwa na ọ ga-agụ mma mba eze kama ga-abụ mma eze. Ọ bụ ndị Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB wetara unu ozi ya. Ala Biafra amaka. Ụmụnne m ndị Biafra, oge eruokwala ọzọ mgbe ndị Izu ga-eji gụọ ọnụ ọgụgụ n'isi nke ha kpọrọ Census 2023. Unu ahụlanụ na ihe ahụ ejiri ree mbe ihe na o kwesịghị ka ọ bụrụ ihe a zụrụ ya. Ha ebidokwala ya ọzọ. Anyị onwe anyị bụ ụmụ Biafra, Indigenous People of Biafra worldwide, n'okpuru onye ndu anyị bụ Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, na-eme ka ụmụ Biafra niile dọrọ aka na ntị na ngụgụ ọnụ nke isi n'isi akpọrọ Census 2023 ga-ebido n'obodo a bụ Naijiria n'oge na-adịghị anya. Anyị ji ohere a na-agwa ụmụ Biafra niile ebe ọbụla ha nọ, ị nọ n'ala Yoruba, ị nọ n'ala Hausa, biko lọtawa dịka anyị na-esi eme ya n'oge ekeresimesi. Onye ọbụla ala Lagos agba achako, ugwu Hausa agba achako, ya dịka ebe agbara ọsọ abịala n'oge ahụ. Ka anyị were otu a lọta ọbịa gụkọta isi anyị ọnụ makwa n'oge anyị ha, n'ihi na amara imere onye kpọrọ ga sifuru ọhịa. Anyị agaghị abụ chata eziga chọrọ ka anyị ehie n'ezi ma ọ bụ trọk a ga-eji vuchi ivu. Ọ dịghị ihe anyị ga-awụ ọtụ ebe ha kpọrọ gasị na Lagos. Oru na elekshọn ha achụpụghị, oru na ihe ọbụla dị mma ha achụpụghị. Ọ bụ nke a ugbu a ka a ga-eji tinye n'ọgụgụ ha si na Lagos rukwara nke a, Abuja rukwara nke a, ugwu Hausa rukwara nke a, na ha ka n'ọnụọgụgụ. Mba n'ọnụ ka anyị mụrụkwanụ na ihe lọtazie ka agụkọta anyị ka mba ụwa mara na ndị a niile na-achọ Biafra n'ọnụọgụgụ ha erika karịa ihe ha che na ọ bụ oge anyị ga-eji were mara ihe. Oge sensus a biko ọ dị anyị mkpa unu mara ihe unu ga-eme, n'ihi na igurube na-ekwu ekwu na-eripịa osisi. Ọ na-abụ anyụkọ mamịrị ọnụ ya agba ụfụfụ. Onye ọbụla emekwala anya ụra na nke a, latawanụ, n'ihi na mba ụwa ga-eji amara ọnụọgụgụ anyị makwaranụ ndị na-achọ ya. Census 2023 oge anyị ga-eji degharịa ihe a British dere banyere ọnụọgụgụ anyị. Ekwekwala ka akọrọ gị akọ, emekwala anya ụra na nke a, n'ihi na ọ dị anyị mkpa. Lọtawa, ịdị anyị mkpa ka ị soro ụmụnna gị n'oge ngụkọ ọnụ a ka anyị mara oke anyị ha, ka ọ ga-abụ mgbe a ga-eke oke amara mmadụ ole a ga-ekenye oke. Nwanne, o ruola n'omume o, a sịkwala na anyị agwaghị. Census 2023, Nigerian Census 23, mgbe ụmụ Biafra ga-eji laa n'ala ha ka agụkọ ọhụụ ọnụ mara oke ha dị. Ebe onye bịara abịa na-adịghị egbu nkwụ ọkpụlọ, ọ bịara abịa ejideghị akụ flawa o. Ozi a ka anyị na-ezikara gị bụ nke si n'aka ndị Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB na-abịara unu ọnụrụ ka ala ibe.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra Hausa service coming to you through Radio Biafra London. My name remains Mazi Jonathan Chinedu from Alo province of Biafra land. We are live and direct. Today is the first day of May 2023. Tata Bobochi Orie. Therefore, our lines are now open. Our direct line is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and Signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. I have a caller already online. Caller on WhatsApp, Mazi Joe, I presume. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Thank you, Mazi.
Udodrege.
Good morning, Biafrans. Good evening, good afternoon, good night, wherever you are located in the part, this part of any part of the world. Mazi, your programs are always, brain teasing. It's anybody that cannot think from your program. Anybody that cannot think from your program or has not learnt anything, I do not really have a word for the person, Your programs are thought provoking. Yes, they are thought provoking. Mazi, I'm going to delve into 3 points. Two from a program and one from outside. The first one is about Igbo living in Lagos and building houses in Lagos. It is quite a shame that Igbo has gone so low to not understand that we are still at war. The war did not end in 1970. It did not end. We are still at war. The British are still at war with us. The French are still at war with us. Now they are not fighting us with bullets. Now they are fighting economically, with religion also as a tool of conquest by the British. It is so sad. Today I heard about what one of our sisters, I think in the US, they met Nnamdi, and they were trying to tell about the problem in Biafra, which he is aware of, but doesn't want to say anything about it. And also, they wanted to give him a letter, he refused. Should I say that for him to refuse that letter, what if the land of Biafra rejects him? Rejects everything about him.
Mazi, you are talking of Arinze. You are talking of Cardinal Arinze. Cardinal Arinze, how he entered, how he became swiftly promoted, because he's an agent right from the 60s. He's a British agent, honestly. Yes. He's a person that convinced Ojukwu using religious sentiments that exactly. Jesus, so you move out for your own interest, leave this war. And Ojukwu listened, and without calling a meeting of his top officials to hear from them, he accepted. Reverend Father. And how do you think he can accept the letter, even to go and pass it? These are the problems we are having. These people are the problems we are having. But people are seeing him as he's a Cardinal Arinze, he's our man, he's supposed to be Pope. If he's Pope or Gonyo neighbor. Mazi, go on, please.
Oh, Mazi, you are definitely right. We've known the type of person that he is. The day I renounced being a Catholic, a Christian, I think I tagged him also. It didn't last up to 6 hours. Twitter took it off, and I was laughing. At least, they must have gotten the message. Mazi, Igbo Ndibo, when una go get sense? Are you people no longer wearing your thinking caps? Why are our people so hell bent on going down the drain? They are being flushed down the swamp and they don't know. Now they have destroyed some houses. The first day or rather yesterday. Maybe next week we'll hear that they went to Solo to break some again. Or they went to Estate to break some. That is the way they will be taking them one by one. Take everything from them. They burnt a market now. And our people are still there, not thinking. Mazi, it's we will go on, we will move on. Also, and the second topic I want, Mazi, you see that flag independence. Oh, Ndibo, I feel so sorry for my people. What they got was the flag, green, white, green. That's the Muslim Fulani flag. This is the same flag they are using in Saudi Arabia. Green, white. Our people don't know, they don't want to learn, they don't want to listen. If we are teaching them, they don't want to believe what we are saying until something bad happens to them. There is a war going on in Nigeria right now against Ndibo. And some of them will sleep comfortably in Lagos and wake up happy in the morning. Is this not stupidity and foolishness? Mazi, the third one is about what's happening in Europe. You know, there was a news today that Ukraine was mocking Mother India, known as Kalima. There was, I think, a bomb. There was somewhere like a flame, and they used her, you know, to mock Indians. And Indians, being Indians, came out for them. They told them, "Don't insult our Mother India, our deity." They told Ukraine, "Don't ever do that again." These are people that are intelligent. These are people that know what they want. These are people that know that the religion of Europe is a fact, is a fiction that they do not need. But if we are talking about it in our own Igbo concept, some people will come out to be asking us that what did our ancestors achieve? Our ancestors fought Britain for 31 years. Do they think it was with guns? They fought the British with what Chuku and Biafra, what he gave us. They fought the British with it. And the British knew, and they knew that the only way that they could destroy Ndibo's spiritual way is to destroy everything spirituality about Biafrans and give them Christianity religion that has no foundation. Mazi, there is no way we are going to stop talking about religion because religion has dealt us a big blow. Look at a old cardinal that cannot talk for his people, but he will take a flight back to Rome. He will go inside this room. He will go there and be crying and be praying to Holy Mary, save my people. He will be, but if he comes out, they will give you cardinal because tell Pope this one. He will say he cannot. Is that a man? He's not. We should be telling them the truth. Let it pay till the day they leave this earth. All of them that are making sure that Biafra does not come. The land of Biafra will reject all of them. He say, Mazi.
There war. We must continue. You know, Abraham and I, had it been that we as Christians, they are talking on our behalf, helping us, you know, what I mean helping us, coming to our aid when we are killed. They will come and shout, just like what happened in Burma, the Rohingya Muslims. Don't you see how Saudi Arabia, all of them rose up to defend them and push even world powers into making noise, talking every day on television? All you hear is Rohingya Muslim. But in our land, you know, they use that religion, make us weak. Now we thought that okay, we are with them. They sold us to the hands of other foreigners, people that even refuse their religion. It is very absurd. So what we are saying is, we are not fighting for only flag independence, no, but mental. So that is it. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Or have you gone? Let me see. It seems the caller on WhatsApp is gone. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good evening, sir.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Yes. Thank you very, very, very much. I know I'm calling with another number, but from my voice, you may be able to know who is talking. I'm always filled with joy whenever you talk in this area of direction, in this area of intelligence, is because I remember that first time I called, I was talking about intelligence being the creator. So anytime you talk about that area, it gives me a lot of joy. Yes, it gives me a lot of joy. And as the last caller said, that your submissions are thought provoking. That is true, because for some time now I've been into some, let me call it, immature research because of my work and other things, and I'm getting some insight. Like, there was something I posted on my Facebook page, which I would like to read out to Biafrans this night, because it has a lot to do with what you are talking, and it has a lot to do with that deity they call Ikenga. You remember in our cosmology, in Igbo spirituality, there is a certain age a child will get to. They will build an Ikenga and give to that child. And if you look at that Ikenga they give to that child, the Ikenga carries the head of a human being in the left hand, and carries something that looks like a staff in the right hand. And you now look at the face of that Ikenga, it looks somehow mysterious. You understand? So if this there is something they deceived our people brain have deviated from, and that is one of our elders call it the X factor. Like now, if your parents are late or something like that, are you with me, sir? And you go back to your village and see their picture. If you immediately see their picture, like as you are out in abroad, you come back home, maybe you lost your parents and all that, you just enter parlor and you see your dad's picture, the big one, and there is one sensation it gives to your body. There is one good, somehow you feel. You understand? So, or your mother gave you a ring when she was alive and say, my son, I don't know what to give to you, but take this ring. This ring, as is in your hand, whatever you lay your hands to do will be prospering. Anytime that ring is in your hand, that consciousness of what your mother say will be ricocheting in your brain, and it will give you a kind of a morale, a strong hope towards what you are doing or whatever pursuit you are following in life. And you will always tell yourself that you don't need to fail because of the hope or the expectation of your mother, whether she is alive or dead. These are things that they twisted, and they start calling those psychological way of stimulating our mind to work as idol worship. So going back to that Ikenga stuff, that thing you see in his hand, the right hand of staff, the left hand of your head, he's giving that child, or he giving that person that has that Ikenga a lot of information that stimulates his brain to work. And on that note, let me just read it because of time. As I said your brain is your chi. Because when I was looking at that Ikenga, I was getting this inspiration that I'm saying now, that your brain is your chi, meaning your personal ruler or the governing power or spirit of your own life. Your brain, Uvurishigi, is your chi, your personal ruler or your governing power or spirit. While your mindset is the spirit of your chi. Your mindset, the component of your mind, is the spirit of your chi. Your brilliancy is the potency of your chi. When all this information I'm telling you was when I was focusing my mind on that, what made our forefathers to create this thing and call it Ikenga. Ikenga, Iki Nejenga, Iki Jaga. I mean,
Yes,
Ikenga. Yeah. So when I just was watching that Ikenga, I was thinking deep. Why did our forefathers do this thing? And they give it to our young men when they are approaching adolescence. They give him this. That was when this inspiration was coming into my head. That your brain is your chi, meaning your personal governing spirit. And your mindset is the spirit of your chi. Your brilliancy is the potency of your chi. Why the physical external representation of your chi called Ikenga? That is that physical external thing they carve I gave to you called Ikenga might be needed for the purpose of focus. Because sometimes when you are having some challenges, merely focusing on it will remind you who you are, the power and the capacity within you. You understand? So the purpose of that external representation of your chi called Ikenga might be needed for the purpose of focus, deep meditation and reflection. It will give you morale, that ginger your spirit and motivate you, and for the divine. You know, that gives you a kind of link into the realm of mystery. That is why sometimes you see our forefathers, maybe they go into trance and they get a lot of divine information about herbs, roots, and many things they used to do, which I will not want to go into. Why the intelligence, which is what we are talking about, why the intelligence is the creator, the Okike. The Okike simply means Onye Kereke, the creator. That is why your intelligence is the creator. The Chuku, that is the Chuku Okike Abiyama. And there is this movie, this Indian movie, that will make us to. I wish our people can watch that movie. It is a very educative movie about an Indian mathematician, and it was a true life story. And the title of that movie is The Man Who Knew Infinity. The Man Who Knew Infinity. If our people can watch that movie and reflect on this thing I say, they will understand the importance and purpose of that thing our forefathers did, which the European demonized. My Chuko Kikegana Goziginaga, and more grace to you, sir. Thank you. I remain blessed.
There one, you too. Dodrege, you said it all, honestly. We must continue. I have also callers that are coming on direct line, but as the caller stopped, they stop. So let me check. Wait for them. I have caller on WhatsApp waiting. I don't know. When they call the caller, we start speaking, they will start calling. And I cannot. Okay, let me see. Caller, no. Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Go on, please.
Yeah, good evening, Mazi Jonathan. Good evening. My name is Arisa Fonwaha. I come from Abreba in Biafra land. I just want to chip up something. For example, all these our Biafran brothers, those who based in Russia or China or even in Biafra land, or these stupid politicians, are they telling me that they don't go out and have friends all over the world, like the way other politicians having friends? For example, like the way what is going on in Sudan, Russia is on one side. We should have people to go and make friends. At least let Russia come to Biafra land, be our side. Let's go to war, because Britain don't want to let go. Britain don't want to let go. Like he said, they don't want to set people free, because all this blood, so many people they kill, they are not free. So they said they will not let people free because they are not free. What I'm trying to say, all these Biafrans, even those our politicians, stupid politicians, are they telling me they don't go and make friends like Russia? Tell all this world power to come and be our side, supply us with weapons, so that we can use that defend ourselves, take our land back. Because the way I'm saying this motherfucker called Britain, they don't want to let go. our land. Let's defend our land. We have to go back home because our Biafrans are tired in abroad. We are doing what we are doing, but these people don't want to let go because Britain, they have sworn they won't let us go because they know we are the only people who can make Africa better. They sworn they don't want to let go. You see, like they see what you see the war America in Africa, most of the country in Africa, this America they have military bases because they want to continue controlling Africa. So now the Russia have come to Africa, China. Let Biafra step up, go and make friends. Let them come to Nigeria one day. That's my prayer every day I pray. Let this one of the world power come to Nigeria, be our side. Let's fight. Because this thing we have to fight to take our land back. We have to fight. We can't because these people have sworn they would they won't let us go. If we know whatever we do, they won't let us go. The only way we can go with fight. When our leader comes back first, we will go for war. That's the only way. This world is violent, not being peaceful. Fuck peaceful. It's all about violence. If you're not violent, they will leave you behind. That's all I'm trying to say. Thank you, Master Jonathan.
Thank you very much. We must continue. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Let me see. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Please go on. Go on, please. There, we'll go on.
For what you are always teaching us. Mazi Jonathan, in fact, you are on the line. Mazi Jonathan, there is something I want to remind Biafrans. And this thing is directly what is happening in my own village. Currently, there is a woman. That woman has children. That 7 children, all of them are girls, and they are growing together. They were growing together. One thing leads to another. Now, that family, their mother, introduced them to church. They were members of Deeper Life. Then, at the village. Do you know that these children with their father, suddenly their father died. It remained those children with their mother. Do you know, as I'm talking to you now, what is going on in that family? Nobody knows. The first daughter got mad. Second one got mad. Third one got mad. Fourth one got mad. Out of 7 daughters, 4 of them are mad now. Then if it is before, Ashiba Pia made this family. But this woman was jumping. She was in Deeper Life before Lazarus Moka started choosing. She departed from Deeper Life to choosing. Wearing mask, apron to anywhere she was going in the farm. She will wear mask, proclaiming Jesus. One day I called her and said, Jesus, where they say make accept. Woman, Jesus. Who said, this year 4 daughters, this year that are mad. Why can't you take them to Jesus for them to be normal as a normal human being? Yeah, but anyway, something behind in the brain of our people. How can you be in the big water and the soap is entering your eyes? If I thought that name we need proclaim, name will you honor. I said the mention of the name of Jesus every niche about now lie. Yeah, I need to be our people are. Our people can and the banya. This are working on the buying because they know the whole world conspire together and discover the grace and the power our people have through our tradition and our culture. They conspire together to concord anything they are going to use in deceiving our people. Look at premature death before. If somebody dies under the age of 100 years, they will ask, let us go and know the reason why this person died. Such death cannot come again. But since people only have for the church, you hold John and even wine they are dreaming. Wine dreaming one half female and a boy about number because no hold John may nobody. And that's I just a very costly eye, but today, the India on the menu, but I not the gumbo maybe before. Okay, if we're going to put a ship, you might you a measure. Obodo like Obodo Naro Nates, the Bemshuega. I'm from Mazi the way I hear from Naro Nates. Before, when you're Nala, and I want a motor's dead. No matter what, No matter how 100 times the motor some assaulted, we now run on a motor, meanwhile, we must come out successfully, nothing will happen. But since that one will take upside down, motor game once that now 20 miles away, come to this place and kill somebody that is in another person. Or somebody may turn on the hand of the Chukwuka against the people. So, ihe ndị a niile bụ ọ bụrụ na ọ ga-agba ndị be anyị obi onye ọbụla chọwadịchi ya onye ọbụla chọwadịchi back to your root emechie mmụọ niile before onye Hausa na abịa na baa gbuo mmadụ na free mmụọ nọ n'obodo ahụ ga-ejide ọ ga na-agbụwa okirikiri ọtụrụchi efu ejidekwa bukwe ọkwa na ejide at least amagodo egburu onye ahụ but today ha na-abịa gbabata gbuo sụọ akpụ na ndị mmadụ niile ma na free ihe ndị ahụ anaghị emebu na mbụ o si anyị backslide from our ọdịnala anyị hapụta chi anyị ihi na ihe ịkpọrọ ugbo ahụ nyere nnukwu mgbe ị hapụrụ chi gị na-akpọ ihe ọzọ onye na-ama agụ ị hapụ onye ikpetụrụ ịkpọ na-akpọ onye na-ama agụ ka ebe iji azụ aza emeghị ebe iji azụ aza nwanne ka anyị marụ n'ụzọ chụọ ewu ojii n'ehihie mgbe chi na-ejibe ekele ndụkwa Chukwu Okabịa bụ onye nyere anyị Maazị Nnamdi Okwu Kanu onye megodoro today ka some of us na-anachite azụ ka anyị matagoro isefu na otee n'aka anyị furu ụzọ otee n'aka anyị furu ụzọ pụta ọdịchịta dịwa mma o bidoro ugbo biko ka anyị mara na ihe a na-eme maazị ekerekwa ngụ n'ihe ị na-akụnyere anyị ekele Okabịa ma goziere m gị ihi na ị nọ n'ọrụ nwanne m daalụ. Thank you very much.
You know, what I want to add is this, like, when we talk about going back to our roots, let me tell you, there are certain things that was practiced, for example, 200, 300, 400, 500 years ago. It's now outdated. It's not what we are saying. Going back to our root doesn't mean, you know, it means our values, yes, as basic. You know, like before, for example, as Mazi said, if somebody dies of maybe below some certain age as young, Biafra. Now, that is why technology brought out autopsy, practical autopsy. Well, that is it. Because we see, because of ignorance, people are departing from eating healthy food and eating junks, even in our land, eating junks. They'll tell you, you know, Indomie, this and that. You don't know chemicals that are there, component chemicals. Very poor. You know, let me tell you, you see all these canned foods, let me tell you, they contain poison. All contains poison in form of preservative. Without that poison, it cannot preserve. It cannot preserve, because that poison is what kills the bacteria that are there to rot, to spoil the product. That is why it has expiring date. That is the date that poison will last before spoiling, and then the microbes, the bacteria will take charge and spoil the product. Maybe 2, 3, 4 years, it depends. So when you continue eating all this canned food, it is all those poison in little quantities will be accumulating in you, in your body, causing havoc, causing cancers, causing different diseases. You know, but when you go to the bush, you know, like you go to the market and buy something freshly taken from the farm and you go and cook, all these things are healthy foods which we are known for. It baffles me. In Biafra land today, you see young men and women suffering from kidney problem, kidney failures. Some diseases that are meant for very older people. Why? Because of things we consume. And when you go to the supermarket, I'm talking of like in Biafra land, or you go to ShopRite, you are making shopping, you buy this, buy candies, you think you are enjoying life, you are gradually killing yourself. I'm telling you honestly. These are the causes of all this, some of all these sudden deaths, or sicknesses that we are not prevalent before. So when we talk about like before, because our forefathers didn't know about physical autopsy. Now they use spirituality in order to try to find out what happened. Why is this young person died? But now, today, we have autopsy. Why, why should this person die? Now you conduct autopsy and the thing will reveal, oh, he died of this disease, he dies of this sickness, so that it will be prevented from killing others. That is what we are talking. So when we are talking about going to our room, it doesn't necessarily mean going to all those practices, because human beings evolve, both black and white, both Ndiocham and Ndioji evolves. After all, during the olden time, before the coming of steam engine, people, both the white people, everybody go with horses, donkeys, animals, in short, riding on the backs of animals, even elephants. They call cavalry. During wars, they use cavalry. From there, they have chariots. They do chariots drawn by horses and cows or bulls. But human beings change, evolve out of advancement. So we are not saying that going back to our roots means using hand to push down tree the way it was being done 500 years back. No, that is not that. We change with time, but we must do it according to our own way, not the way they dictated to us. The example I used to give is Japan is a living example. India is a living example. India was colonized. They took everything except the ideology brought to them. And today they are successful. Why don't you ask why? That is what I'm saying. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program. Can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Caller on
WhatsApp. Jonathan.
There, well, welcome to the program.
Yeah, I greet you, my brother. My name is Uchen Francis Ane. I'm calling you from Senegal, Dakar, Senegal. I'm a first-time caller. Yeah, my brother, I'm so in love with your program. Your program is rocking. Honestly, you are doing fantastically well. I love what you are doing for our people. This enlightenment program you are doing as a result of creating awareness to our people. Is something that we can't even measure the payment. If we are to pay you with this kind of enlightenment and all the research in a webtali on a daily basis, I cannot. I honestly, I don't know how much you will be placed on. Honestly, I'm telling you, you are doing so great, sir.
Yeah,
I'm coming to the aspect of our people and the way they are buying properties in Lagos. I want to suggest, is there any mechanism or things that our people will lay out, instructing them, because most of our people, we know that they are very stubborn. You understand? And some of them, whereby they are listening to radio, you understand, they only focus their mind on the palatable news, to have their mind are not meant to endure the tough, information that you are giving. You understand? They are not meant to assimilate that tough information, that tough one that will enable their frontal lobe, as you say, to reason. You understand? When it comes to that aspect, some of them will just back out. You understand? Some of them will not continue to be listening, But when they have these, people on ground that will be informing them, at least. We have the chairman of the market. We have the chairman over there. We have people, our Igbo meetings, they are representing. You understand? At least be teaching them on constant basis, teaching them about the dangers of continuing in buying lands and properties in Lagos or places that have been harmful to them. You understand? And again, I want to say that this Biafra movement have lasted in a time that we have most of us, a number of us supposed to be have awakened. You understand? Many number of us supposed to be have awakened. So I want to know when we as a people have to go back and replicate what Moses did when he came down in the mountain, when he came down after bringing the Ten Commandments. You understand? He saw some people worshiping idols, worshiping other things. And the people, he say, the people that belongs to God should come this side. The people that does not belong to come this side. Then the people that belongs to God, he harmed them to destroy the other people, to kill the other people. You understand? Moses is an icon. We revere him. He's a hero. But there's something he did which we cannot even implement in this our modern age. That will help our people. We know. What I'm saying that is that most of our people, are irredeemable, as you say. They are very irredeemably stupid. You understand? I cannot apologize for that, for saying that, because as time goes on, everything that is happening, all these calamities are happening to our people. People are crying. It's touching on our soul. If you are reasonable, if you are a conscious human being, if you have humanity at heart, it will be touching you. When you hear that your brother is being killed, your brother's house is being demolished, it may not be your immediate brother, but as an Igbo man, we are all under one umbrella, Igbo or Biafra. We are all one, as God made us, as God have made us. When it happened to other tribe, a Fulani man, when one is fallen, when one fall, when one is affected, it affects everybody. Everybody will be concerned. But in our own case, when one is affected, everybody will be just, I don't care lifestyle, grips us. Where everybody will just be thinking on his own way, his own direction, which is very bad to us. As you know, that some of us have been, some of our elders, as you say, that have, didn't teach us or inform us or lead us in a good direction, that have made this generation to be astray, to be led astray. Now that a man sent by God has revived most of us, you understand? We have to, I suggest, we have to capture the young ones. Because all these old ones that we are seeing, that will advise us, all these old elder men that we are seeing, that will advise us, that will lead us, to a green pasture, that will lead us in the right way. Some of them, most of them have soiled their hand. Most of them has been held captive. Their mind, their mindset, their brain has been tied down. They cannot reason properly on how to liberate their people, or how to create something that will be beneficial to their own, even their own community there. You understand? It's very bad. It's very sad and very appalling. So I suggest that if we, as a movement, IPOB, can be able to create, a system, a kind of a tool or something, we can be able to reach out to those to the people that are teaching our young ones. You understand? All these schools, to teach them the history and be able to get them to inform them about the way of our life, about the system we are in, the mess up we are in, to be able to teach them so that they will be aware. You'll be awakened on time. It will help them as they are growing up, so that they grow up with the right way and the right wisdom to be able to impact into this movement. Because freedom we are fighting for, it doesn't stop here. Even our children will also fight for their liberation. Even though we have Biafra today, our children will also keep the system, in a very good standard, and be keep on advancing. There are the people that we have at hand now. All these old men, most of them, I'm not saying all of them, but majority of them, because as majority has been affected, they say if you don't beat them, you join them. You understand? That has been the system that is, keeping us down. That makes most of the wise people are not being noticed. Unlike Mazi there is the one man that you brought to the program on Wednesdays. Yeah, the man is he's endowed with so much wisdom. People like that are not being outspoken, are not given the privilege to speak to our people. They are not given a very good position. The people like that are supposed to be given a custodian of a culture to lead their people, but they will not. The opportunity will not be be seen. They will not have the opportunity. You understand? Because what they are controlling, the foreign influence is controlling our land, our life, which is not good for our people, our development. You understand?
There were.
All right, my brother. I really love your program. I'm so in love with your program. You are doing very great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah?
Isike, you have spoken very well. But let me address some of the issues you rose. This restoration of Biafra, it is not like any other restoration people have seen. Our leader is an enlightened fellow. You can call him an Illuminati. It depends on how you understand or how you understand. He has illuminated brain, illuminated mindset, and that is why he saw that the best way to start this revolution is mental illumination, enlightenment. That is what it means. You can misinterpret it any way you like it, but that is the simple thing. So when we talk, in this hallowed platform, that is why we encourage people in order to listen, because we have not yet gotten Biafra. Because when we have Biafra, we put complete mechanisms in place, including we automatically change our curriculum, our educational system. You understand? But now we don't have all it takes. We are not a government yet, or an independent country yet. No. That is why this radio is very vital, so that people will continue listening to whom it may concern. You cannot force people to listen. You have some people that have even IPOB community radio in their smartphones, but they don't listen. You can't force them. We cannot start establishing schools and say, oh yeah, come and enroll. We pay teachers. No, we don't have that capacity for now, because we are not yet a country. But when people listen, now you can learn. We learn from each other. You learn from me, I learn from you. That is how it goes. And this truth, this our reality, we continue, giving the overdose of our reality to the public, to the people, to the international community. We continue overfeeding them with our reality, consistently. That is number one. And also this enlightenment, because when you give somebody drink, continue drinking until he gets drunk, he gets high. Once you are awakened, you get high. That is being high. So that a lot of diffusion will start taking place. You understand? Particles from higher concentration going into lower concentration. You are now a higher concentration, a higher concentrated, human being, because you are filled up with enlightenment. Anywhere you are, you propagate. That is evangelism. That is number one. Any slightest occasion you have, you use it in order to diffuse that knowledge, that excess knowledge you have. And people will be seeing you as a different person. How do you acquire this knowledge? And you tell them through radio, a student of Radio Biafra, a student of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is how it goes. Before you know, this thing continues. It's a process. It's a process. Once you are drunk with enlightenment, you must give out. You must overflow. Once you are filled up, you must overflow. That overflowing will touch other people. From there, people will start being enlightened. And when a set of people, because not everybody must be enlightened, you understand? And when people become enlightened, now the work will become more easier. The work of this restoration will become more easier. That is the reality. So, that is why we encourage people to listen to Radio Biafra. Because that is where all these things are dispensed at no cost to you. IPOB Community Radio is a low data consuming app. So, we continue. That's it. Preaching consistently, giving overdose of our reality. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say we will wear them out. Our oppressors will wear them out. We will wear them out. We give them the overdose of our reality, of our truth. You overdose until they become warriors. Say, nah, these people Biafra every time. This anywhere you go. In Austria today, Biafra. May 20. Can't we rest anywhere? In London, is Biafra people. In Hong Kong, Biafra. In Morocco, Biafra. And everyone. Okay. Please, to avoid this nuisance, please let us help these people. Let them get their country. That is where we should be heading to. That is why we should never relent. We wear them down until they must be obliged to do our bidding, to give us what we want, to put mouth into our matter. You understand? You know, at daily time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast, they do what they call, media silence on Biafra issue, on IPOB. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu say, don't worry. A time will come, IPOB will be the talk of the day. They will talk about us. We are not going to pay them any time to talk about us. No. Today, what is happening? Any call for IPOB, everywhere is IPOB. Is it not what is happening? Because we have been consistent. Therefore, we will wear them out. We will give them the overdose of our truth. Consistently. When we stand the morning after night, we preach Biafra. We preach the atrocities being committed against us. You understand? They continue hearing it. We continue saying the same thing, repeating the same thing, until they will be forced to act. That is it. What about people that fought for 39 years? Do you know 39 years? Is it 39 days or 39 months? Southern Sudan. 39 good years. They fought for liberation and they got it. That is consistency. The world knew that, look, this thing is very important to them. And they have to tell them, oh, it's okay, I beg. You people have died so much. It's okay. And they give them their country. So, but here, we are not in a physical direct war. We are in both cold and hot war, yes. But I will check, I know. And we continue telling the world our story. Consistently. Giving the world the overdose of our truth. That is what we are doing. Caller on direct line, can you hear me? Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Yes, welcome to the program. Please go on.
Hello.
Mazi, can you hear me? Call on direct line. Go on, please. Welcome to the program.
Welcome, Mazi. Jonathan. Thank you so much for taking my call. My name is Ifeanyi Chukwunwa Onyeruma. I'm from Ika, the Northeast local government in Delta State. I'm from Biafra land. My forefathers came from Nnamdi. I also come from the royal household of Owoyi. Now, one thing I want to stress is that I think we members of IPOP, by the way, there are more IPOPs that are members of IPOP that are not in the registry. So people think that IPOP is only limited to those that is registered as members of IPOP. So let's get that clarification. Now, one of the things I've noticed is that we seem to have a very myopic and forgiving mindset. A politician will come and just make one or two statements. Oh, it's okay. The Biafra struggle, there's a reason for it, it's legitimate. Oh, everybody cheer. Oh, we are on our side. Man, then another one comes. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is legitimate. Even going here. Also, let's listen to him. Oh, I do with here. Oh, this man is on our side. Let me give you an example. Wiki came and said the same thing. We all did this. Even our leader said, "Oh, support. Make sure you protect him by all means." He turned out to be cleaners. Then if I day, whatever they call his name, came out. Oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is my brother. The Igbos have been marginalized. They have done this. They have done this against them. So they need to be listened to. And we say, oh, this man is our lost brother from the Civil War. It's our brother. So Lodo came, screamed, oh, be careful. Very soon they will look at you. They say, oh, you think this? We are part of them. You are part of the problem. You turn around. He's doing the same thing. So please, I beg you, we should just sit back Any politician is an enemy of IPOB. Let's just get that fact straight. They don't mean well for us. Look at Ozoji Kanu, whatever they call his name. When he was in DSS, our leader was the one screaming, he must be freed, he must come out, he must do this, he must do that. Everybody say, oh, finally he came out. Through the pleading or the broadcast of Nnamdi Kanu, he turned around and he went there and told our leader that his enemy is going to die in that dungeon, not him. That's another one. He's turning around claiming, oh, it's okay. The Igbos don't need presidency. Tinubu should be president. It's okay for we have what's it called, Muslim president, Muslim vice president, or after all, the wife is a pastor. So let's let him go. They turn around and say, oh, now the Southeast must have the senior president because it's the turn of the Southeast. When are we going to listen and learn? These people do not mean well for us at all. Any Igbo politician is an enemy of the people. Let's just get that straight. And stop mixing words or painting things with rosy pictures. This is our problem. We trust too much. We trust too much. Now they are shouting Obi. Yes, Obi. If Obi knows what is good for his head, let him just save that mind he has and just wait for Biafra to come and use that mind to help his people. He's saying that he's going to start from the north. Wow. We won't propose yet. He's going to start from the north to improve the north before he gets to his. Look at him. He has started. He's telling you what he's going to do. Obi making everything. So okay, he come and paint the whole place green and everything. Let's say 8 years, he come out, and he come and take over the whole thing. Now Igbo, they are stranded forever. We are finished. Because we say, oh, if you thought, they say, oh, your brother has been there, he ruled you. After all, they tell you Jonathan was in Biafra. What did he do for you people? Even a Turkey, he didn't do anything for them. So when are we going to learn? When are we going to learn? We are so naive, just like an infant without brain. When you're going to hear, oh, it's on our side. When you're going to hear, it's on our side. On our piano. We are really stupid. I'm sorry to say so. We are really stupid and dull. Myopic to the worst, for lack of a better word. Anyway, that's all I have to say. We should just use our tongue to counter it. Because Zoo is an enemy of the people. Let's get that straight. Anybody say, politician, say he's there talking for that stupid zoological republic that he wants the survival of that, for that British devilish creation. You're only going to come back with a broken heart. I have tried it myself.
Mazi.
In the north. What they get? Nothing. So let's come back and develop this. Now they are destroying Igbo house in Lagos. When their village, there's no road, there's nothing there. They can't bring your factory back to the Igbo land and establish it. People will come and buy. Hire your people. One factory in Igbo land will hire a lot of Igbo people there. If it's in your village, everybody in your village will eat. So that's what I have to say. Thank you for taking my call.
Mazi. Thank you very much. We must continue. I'll pick the last caller, please. Like what our brother said, let me say this also. Sometimes we should understand how politics work. Also, how politics works in international politics or in a politics like this. You know, because what we are engaged is political. Yeah. There is no permanent friend, neither permanent enemy. What we have is permanent interest. If somebody come today and defend us, you know, publicly, we will not attack him. We cannot start attacking him because he is a politician. No. We will tap through that defense, through that goodwill for that time. Onye men come I do you at that time. If you turn tomorrow, we shred you. Because we don't have permanent friend, neither permanent enemy. What we have is our permanent interest, which is the restoration of Biafra, is our focus. That is how things move. You know, how the world is. You know, let me tell you, Fidel Castro, during the revolution, he tried all he could. He wasn't a communist by orientation originally. No. He tried to lure America, to lure the West, you know, in order to help him so that he built a country, a viable country of Cuba, far from the corrupt system of Batista. You understand? And he found out that America was not ready. Because after all, America was the country that instituted that corruption in Cuba for their interest, because that is how they roll. So, Fidel Castro became helpless when he knocked the door of after the successful revolution. He knocked at the door of Washington, no way. He begged them, no way. They tried to blackmail him using Texaco. Because at that time, Texaco company was the only refinery that is refining their oil. He will buy crude oil, they will refuse to refine his oil. He tried, begged, say please. Instead, they are trying to stagnize the economy, Cuban economy, to accumulate acrimony of Cubans so that they will rise up. They try to make artificial scarcity of fuel in Cuba. I mean the Americans. No fuel, no nothing. Fuel scarcity everywhere. America wanted to use it to reverse the revolution. Cuba tried to beg America, please help us refine this our oil. We are friends. We are not enemies. We are neighbors. America refused. Say you must go back to, Cuba said, no, you are not the only person in this world. That was when they started looking for help in another way, another place, which is Soviet Union. And you know what? Soviet Union was highly happy to help him. With the condition of, okay, we are communists. I will help you, but you'll be a communist country. That's it. He says, so be it. We want help. So you need to tap to who is bringing what you want as of that time. I mean, as of that time. No permanency. There is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy. Israel, the first Israelis that traveled to in Aliyah, the modern Aliyah, that is Exodus, to the modern Israel today, that declared the Republic of Israel in 1948, is from Russia. You were communists. And Russia helped them with the promise of them being a communist country. But after, when they got what they want as of that time, they now try to lure the West, because they look for what is good for them in the future. Not with sentiment. There is no sentiment in politics. You get help. Any person that is you are able to lure to help you as of that time, you grab it. You don't wait for sentiment. Say, no, the other is my friend. No, there is no permanent friend, no permanent enemy in a fight like this. What we have is permanent interest. So that is what we are doing. So when you see people that come, they talk good of us, our struggle, we praise them for that time. If they turn also or against us, we turn against them. That is how the fight is. It's not something new. So we must continue. Let me take the last caller. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program, please. You have been here for going to 19 minutes. Go on, please. You are the last caller.
Good evening, sir.
As you well told Ganiru Ofuma.
I'm calling from Biafra.
There we go.
Because I only go to the die out of the I and I said to Cuba, the people are ready to do best to do I will mayor in both from a Biafra. A Biafra and I have to go.
There we Biafrans and lovers of freedom, this is where I'm going to end the program. I want us to continue because what we are doing is working. Do not be discouraged, neither be dismayed of the events that are taking place. All this, in whatever you are seeing, it is not something uncommon of a freedom fight of this caliber. It happens. What we continue is consistency, is what we should continue. Consistency. We should be consistently consistent. There is no going back. So that we continue what we are saying yesterday is what we say today. We continue saying tomorrow. And continue until we, until we reach our focus, our goal. That is it. Our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is there, suffering for each and every one of us. He can compromise and collect money, and you can't do him anything. That's it. But he's there for us. Are we here for him? Are we here for him? You continue making the calls. This worldwide call, our phone campaign and Twitter, please. It is bearing fruit. What we are doing, any place we can get help, we enter there. It doesn't matter. We are in a free world. Let me tell you. It is only us that can deliver ourselves. It is only us. Do you understand me? Only us that can deliver ourselves. And that is what we are doing. So you don't expect foreigners to fight for you. By the way, how many foreigners have you fought for? Let me ask. If you're expecting foreigners to come and help you do the war fight for you, how many foreigners have you fought for? During the time of Eritrean war, do you help them? What of South Sudan? Do you help them? Do you go there to fight for them? Are you not part of international world also? What of Ukraine? What they are doing? Don't you see foreigners running away from Ukraine at the early time, allowing Ukraine to bear their burden, to carry their cross, because they are foreigners. Even you see foreigners that have a Ukrainian nationality. All of them must run away. They run away. I said, nah, cannot. That is it. So it is only us that we continue this thing until victory. Any person, any other help, foreign help, or it is an extra. But we shouldn't focus our mind that it is foreigner that we continue creating this awareness, doing what we are doing. Any place we see light, we enter. Things are happening. The world is changing. I can assure you. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our religion. Biafra is our identity. We have no other religion other than Biafra. Every other religion is secondary. That is the truth. Therefore, we must continue until victory is achieved. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains our leader, and we must continue obeying the structure. We see what is happening, what our enemy, Britain, is recruiting people that they will use to stir up troubles in our land tomorrow. We know that. They are recruiting them from everywhere. I mean Biafrans also. They are recruiting them through different sentiments. They are recruiting them. I am assuring you, we must be at alert, because we will never leave any stone unturned, and we will continue in what we are doing. Thank you for listening. From me, Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, from here, it is simply